What the heck is this?
It's
Why
his
does it
brain.
exist?
It's his whole skin. It just looked like they peeled everything out that made Quan-Chi and just like turned him inside out.
Yeah, this is not okay. I'm cheering for General Shao for this one from WillFightYoKids. I'm sorry, Kelso. You chose the wrong skin on this one. Good lord. But the frost setup, that's huge. Well, this is one cameo that I'm hoping we see more and more of as time goes on because of these great setups. There's nothing you can really do about that. You tech it, you're still gonna get frozen. You have to hold the block and still worry about freeze after the fact. So this is a great pick here for Kelso.
Absolutely can agree with you that there. And with this Quan-Chi pick, it's also coming into play. But that Sub-Zero armor cameo is what's going to stop that skull from coming through. But then we have the overhead. And again, Sub-Zero comes out with the ambush. We do get the jump in and the side switch. Yo!
That was a very deep jump too right there from Kelso and able to maintain the same side with armor up. That was a great call. We have a bit more time though before Sub-Zero can return. And this is a great opportunity for Kelso to close it out. Even though WillFightYoKids doesn't have a breaker, that's still something to pay attention to because of the lack of cameo on WillFightYoKids' side here.
Yeah, something too that I've noticed, especially after this weekend from Frosties and analyzing the matches, canceling into Fatal Blow instead of trying to go for your full optimal combo allows your opponent not to build up meter, which I think is way more important, especially going into the second round.
Yeah, that's another great point to bring up there too. Oh, the stand forward, nice. Able to get the push back. Has to be very careful on the dash up on Quan-Chi here because that can hit you. Oh, nice armor knee. Not able to keep up the pressure. WillFightYoKids gonna get blown up by Kelso for this one here.
The ice orb is out again. It is not going to reach it though this time, as that launcher from Shao is what's going to push him forward and away from it. So now Kelso's going to have to play some good defense here. Tries to play patient, stares down and gets grabbed for it.
Nice, and you know, being brave through the fireball, since you have the armor, you may as well. Nice back to pick up.
We're going to be able to kill here and keep corner as well. What I really like about WillFightYoKids is just the fact that the Sub-Zero ice armor is actually coming in extremely well. Oh, and that's going to be a punish on the launcher as well. We're going back into full screen, and we got the bone cage going up with the ice orb setup, and it is now Kelso's time to just dominate here with the full-on Quan-Chi style stomp.
Yeah, that was a very interesting setup right there from Kelso to get that full screen dive in on top of Will. And it even shut down the Sub-Zero armor startup. So that was a great opportunity here for Kelso to set this situation, to set the pace, to take the game. Nice round to start things off here for Kelso 2 times.
Oh, brutal right after that up block punish sequence. I love seeing that Quan-Chi is actually being used this way. There was a lot of discussion about how Quan-Chi's slower pokes really make it difficult for Quan-Chi to contest, but it just goes to show you that once you've mastered all of that execution and you find the right cameo and you understand his gameplay, this is a completely different game at this point. And then now we have the cameo switch from Will, who will be going from sub to Motaro, which I'm curious what this could mean if maybe that shield can actually reflect the ice orb when Kelso summons.
Yeah, so you're looking for shield out here to get that reflect not only on ice orb but also Quan-Chi setup. We're also looking for that teleport to close the gap against Quan-Chi here, which we almost got a punish for right there because the opponent will be stuck in the frost setup animation after summoning initially. Good block here from Will. That's great patience there.
Yep, and that's going to be an early breaker as well. We do have the trade and projectile, but like you mentioned, that gap closer with the Motaro teleport can help a lot for Will, who is struggling to try to close in on those gaps. And there's that reflective shield bouncing back Quan-Chi's projectile, but the up block again!
Yeah, nice situational awareness here from Kelso. Still able to call out every jump in for WillFightYoKids. Forward throw, we got the space we're looking for. Got an up block, I believe that was. No, just a flawless block, rather.
And there goes that punish, trying to go for the projectile. We're going to go straight into Fatal Blow. And this is 900 health, so no matter what distance that was in, that's still going to do enough, or should do enough. Or maybe not. That's actually a scaled Fatal Blow.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to spend it as early as we could off a single hit. Still one touch is all that either side needs, but the low ice, that, no! Okay, Kelso got it. Whew.
You used your fatal blow, and then on top of that, couldn't call out Frost's low from the full screen, mind you, and still got hit with it for that grab. It was quite a dangerous time for Will. Let's see if, again, getting hit by that low. It's gonna be tough to try to come back from here, especially with that third bar still building up.
Oh no. Yeah, gonna get a quick tongue lashing for that one here and able to close out that gap. That's the thing, is that Will kind of seems to be deer in the headlights in a lot of these interactions, sitting still. Dropping this big combo here, actually, that was a huge opportunity for WillFightYoKids to not only get a corner position, but put on damage to catch up against Kelso. A drop at this crucial moment is absolutely terrifying because Kelso can still return the favor here. Low tail still chasing Will. Kelso with the first opener here. Does have fatal blow, but didn't end it with one.
Ooh, I like
Nice.
that. Covering the overhead and also getting out of that position. Was able to block in time. Grab through the Motaro teleport. And it's now just up block and away.
That is tragic. Every single time, Kelso has been showcasing the up block here, and Will getting punished every single time. This whole match was honestly just Kelso was able to run with their game plan, was able to push back on active defense, not only just up blocking Will, but also just being able to sit full screen. And Will didn't really have a lot of answers there. I love the teleport though that we got from Motaro. I think that's great because you're not only going to call out just being able to get extensions off a teleport with General Shao in normal circumstances, but you are going to get that full screen punish opportunity if, say, for example, Frost goes for low ice. The ice ball a little bit more difficult to punish, but Will tends to switch out cameos between every loss, and now we're going for Sector here. And honestly, I wish we would have stuck with Motaro for this one. You have more utilization. Just don't want you to be sitting there stoic, waiting for Kelso to do something for you to interact with.
Yeah, usually when you see a sign of like trying to figure out what cameos are working, especially back then it was the variations, right? But here this is actual cameos. It's gonna be a tough time to see what they can do here. But maybe with these missiles, they'll cover the space that Will needs. Tries to almost missing the meaty, but still getting caught by that overhead. And Kelso is now clawing their way out of the corner, interrupts the sector launcher, and still gets the ice orb set up.
Nice follow-up here. Got the low tongue. Go for the ground bounce aerial combo. Full screen set up for another ice ball. Try to get a charge, but we do have the sector coming through, which is interesting because, yes, again, you're trying to solve that full screen presence that Quan-Chi is representing here, and that's what Motaro was there for. Now, granted, you weren't getting fireballed from full screen, but you still have your teleport off of it. Make this count. I don't agree with this fatal blow spend. You could have killed without it. You have the meter. Like you said before, though, like you don't want to build meter here. We're getting a little bit off of that just for the opener, but dude, you have 3 bars. You could have killed with just one more round there.
I definitely agree with you there. It could be a mixture of just habit. It can be a mixture of also keeping that 3 bars, especially considering that Kelso's been hitting with 50% combos. So it is hurting a lot, especially for a meaty character like General Shao. And then, of course, it's just trying to keep Kelso grounded here, but we are seeing a really good second round from Will. That's making sense, but again, those up blocks just catching him and not giving Will any chance to jump in.
Yeah, we gotta start baiting these out here. Had to respect the ice ball there. That's another opportunity where, hey, if we have Motaro, that's your teleport right there to get that initial knockdown. Watch out for this interaction. Oh, it died out just in the nick of time. That could have been a very dirty setup right there from Kelso.
Oh, we up-blocked the up missile as well. No conversion there, but that low. And Will stays alive to go on this board. This was an interesting pick. I honestly, I'm still with the agreement of like, yes, I wanted to see more of that Motaro actual beneficial with that shield. However, I think when Kelso was just getting hit by all of those sector launchers, yes, Will wasn't converting off of them, but it was adding up the damage throughout the entire match.
Yeah, it did build up over time here, but there's one more critical lesson we have to learn out of this set, and it's stop jumping button. Like, we have been up blocked time and time again, and just because we whiffed because you threw out missile and your jump 2 is a little bit too far away, Kelso still had that hard read. So you can expect every interaction so far until you prove otherwise. Kelso's going to be going for these up block situations.
Yep,
See,
right there.
expected jump in right there. Yeah.
Well, calling out them for the missile, because we also noticed that from the last round too, but that's going to be a punish off the stand 4. And this is going to keep Kelso in the corner, but it's missing those crucial combos. You have to be careful. You cannot be dropping those, especially when they lead into such damage, but Will still bringing out the missile, continues the combo after the throw forward, but the overhead keeps Kelso in pressure situation. We blocked the low this time.
That's very good. That's kind of tricky if you're not ready for it here because it does get that freeze immediately after.
I almost thought the skulls on General Shao was a snowman because of the oh, we got it! We bait out the up block and we're gonna get a little bit of extra damage off of that too. This is working out really well for Will now.
Nice down. One interrupt right there. Be careful of the ice ball, of course. Got the low forward too.
We're gonna break here after that Phalo blow. I think Kelso was just trying to reset the neutral, but it is not gonna work this time. Missed the OTG, but still got that low. And now we're going to game 5 for our first game 0. And what was looking at quite a sweep, Will is fighting for their life today.
Yeah. Will is actually making those adjustments, which are critical, right? We saw the empty jump into throw, which got you that extra time to get the punish damage on that throw because we had the up block lingering there. But that's still, I wouldn't go betting that the next interaction is going to be up block free. But Kelso opts for Tanya into Khameleon here, which is a great pick, but also Goro is another great pick.
This we saw a lot at Frosty's, and I think more than anything is if you're labbing with Tanya at Goro, you are in such a good position. I saw so much tech here from Sparks and Frosty's that I'm curious as to how the Tanya players are going to utilize that. But we're going to go ahead and open up with those kicks and the Goro launcher as well to get 20%. And now, again, Goro covering those kicks once more, and this is just pure pressure to keep Will in the corner.
Yeah, you already have all that information on how Quan-Chi wants to play, but now you gotta deal with Tanya. The down 3 Will low profile, the flying knee from Will. That's safe here. We gotta stop jumping. I'm surprised that Kelso hasn't opted for an anti-air option, like maybe even with stand 1. Of course, the jump 2 gets really deep there.
This is going to be quite a bit of damage, 25%. Get the low and a full grab. That should kill this, given that's 110. And it does. And we are now on potential match point for Kelso, who switched it up from the Quan-Chi to the Tanya for this very reason. It looks like Will is having a tough time trying to get out, but finally able to block that Goro and actually come out of the corner and get the side switch. Nope, no side switch. Just going to be able to summon out Sector. But gets hit with the armored move.
Yo, armor right back at you. Nice block on the jump in once again. We'll be safe here thanks to Goro. Got a neutral jump to follow up, but Goro's going to be down for a little while here, so we have to buy some time before that charge builds right back up.
Ooh, again, the low profile of the down 3. And even though not converting fully from these hits, because it is quite hard to do so without that cameo, we are going to get grabbed here. And it's cutting close for Will, who's going to bring out this projectile. Also gets it. We're going into fatal. Yes, we are. And that should be it against Will.
Very good stuff. And that was a very lucky interaction right there. We saw the charge up in the low wave from Will, which would have wrapped things up for Kelso in that round at the very least. But what a drill kick there from Kelso 2 times to take the victory here. 3-2 over WillFightYoKids.
One of the best Sindels on our stream tonight. And that's going to be Koisy versus Destructoid on the Geras.
Yeah, Destructo Teddy out here with Geras. Nice. Got the cartwheel. A little bit of a somersault action here from Koisy to get the counter hit. Such a punishable opportunity there, that overhead. And you know, believe it or not, it's one of those difficult things for a lot of players to punish. They're not quite looking for it. It's one of those things that has a ton of recovery to get that opportunity. So we sometimes see players with a quick dash up forward or special to start things out, or even go for cameo assist to get a pick up there. There we go. Just go for fireball. Zone it out if you want to.
You also are going to charge up that cameo a bit as well. That armor move is a really good overhead. It's one of the fastest. And we got the sneaky setup with the Kung Lao hat. And we should be able to kill given that this is going to be as optimal as possible. No, we're going to get the last hit of it with Kung Lao hat.
Round 2, fight.
Oh, yeah. Go for the air-to-air with the fireball. Watch your head. Falling 2 and still got the scream restand for a big starter here. Take it to the skies with another Kung Lao setup. And Life on Leo with a $2 contribution to the match arena. Thank you so very much.
Ooh, beautiful. That was actually the most optimal you could be to contest some of Sareena's blades. It is a high. So what Koisy did was actually jump in with the jump kick rather, and then went for the low to fully finish it out. And we should be ending in a brutal off with your head, Koisy said.
Brutality.
I didn't even mean for that to rhyme. Not gonna even hold you. I didn't even think that was gonna rhyme. It was like an Alice in Wonderland type rhyme.
It's pretty good. The Queen of Hearts over here on stream, folks. That's
good stuff here from Koisy. I always love seeing Koisy play simply because Koisy's Sindel is a little bit of taking a lot of the tech that obviously a lot of Sindel players have found, but also finding their own tech. And truthfully, it really tests the actual limits of the game, because again, this game, you have your block button. It's meant to actually block a lot of cross-ups and a lot of like lows automatically, but there's certain instances where those auto guards don't happen, and we see it a lot with Sindel.
yeah. Sindel can get a little bit scared. What? We already have a charge?
Yes, we do.
Wait. I'm still asking for one little feature for Geras. I want just a counter. A clock counter, maybe like next to his name or above his bar, so I don't have to write this stuff down.
Gosh, the pressure right now. You're gonna have to use that breaker if you don't want to have all of your health gone, but we whiff on the grab because Koisy took the first hit, and this is gonna be pure optimals just from the dive kicks into the launchers.
Round 2.
Very critical situation right there. Oh,
Nice
that's a full punish
hit.
opportunity. You go bursting and nothing connects. Oh, GG.
That is such a great start, and also too, Destructo is slowly building up this bar after hit after hit, and Koisy optimal just floating away too. Again, there goes Scream. Mind you, Koisy's been getting these 30% simply from cameo and from pure bar, and we're once again getting the brutal for the second game.
Gotta snap the fingers. I feel so bad for Destructo Teddy, because it almost looks as though you're routing into overhead because it looks like it should work, and because visually you got the hit, so therefore the hit from my overhead should also connect after, and that's just not the case here for Geras. You have to go for a different grounded route. Once you go for overhead, the opponent gets so low, you're not going to get that pickup anyways. Some characters get that, like Raiden, for example, right? Can get that back too. You might be able to time it well for Geras, but just not getting that exact same functionality that you might be looking for here. But we switched to Tremor.
Pleasure to know this iteration of you.
This has also been an interesting cameo since launch, and seeing how Tremor has evolved. We've seen a lot of people use Tremor not as an individual cameo, but actually utilizing the transition of Tremor and his different variations, which I think is so cool to see, because I think that was the whole point behind the cameo release.
Yeah, I think Tremor is definitely one of those characters that need cameos that's going to need a little bit more exploration, but this air-to-air is going to get fully explored from Koisy to get the corner set up. Not committing to the full combo after the screen restand, but we armor through. Nice call.
We do get the get-up counter, and we're going to be able to summon out Tremor, but the up block, that is very much, you cannot be jumping in on Koisy, especially with up blocks like that. And this is going to be full death, and we're a potential match point for Koisy right now.
Excellent route correction right there to get the uppercut from Kung Lao assist, get that full combo damage. Immediate breaker from Destructo. And honestly, we've seen Destructo try to set up Crystalline Tremor. It just has not received an opportunity because Koisy's been so aggressive. This might be your time here. Tries to go for meaty overhead and it's just way too early. That's got to be Destructo's favorite button at this point.
He's gonna get the cheeky setup. A delay float, holding still onto Kung Lao Hat to bait out Destructo, and that is gonna be an opening that Koisy is in for. And again, the jump kick. Are we gonna be able to avoid the fatal blow? We are, and it does so beautifully. And another brutal.
Forward one starter here into the big combo showcase. The one note to take away from here, enough with the overhead from Destructo. Enough.
Really good in this game, has kind of gotten a bit of a glow up compared to what MK11 was. And then we got Kenshi to go with as well.
Yep, Kenshi up from Baconlord, I believe, here with the Cyrax to back it up. And then Wakeups, of course, yeah, like you said, with the Kitana and Kung Lao. So yeah, we got our match in here, folks. Sorry for the delay there. We're trying to see how the cards would fall in the background, and already we got our first fall with this throw from Wakeups.
So one thing again about Baconlord that really stands out is there's someone that uses Cyrax to summon Sento, where we've usually been seeing the Kenshi and Sub-Zero or Frost. The Cyrax really comes in play, and we have this Sento sandwich right now. But no defense here. We do get the down 2 punish as Sento does disappear in that moment.
Yeah, it's an interesting spend because if you go for the full send, the vertical helicopter, or actually horizontal helicopter from Cyrax, that's 100% on your cameo meter. So goodbye to Sento. But if we go for the vertical, you go for that 50%, you still have some time here. It's an interesting choice compared to normally we'll see like Sub-Zero setups or even Kano setups on top of that. But there's the horizontal. Nice charge into Sento here. Great pickup for Baconlord to get the fatal blow. And if we're mashing, we should be pretty close to killing here, if not killing.
Yep, couldn't agree more with you there. Should be good. Yeah, that's it. That is it. And again, I really like too that Baconlord, because I've seen them actually post on Twitter about it. Exploring different cameos has been an interesting journey for this player. And you can see it right here, right? It's like you're definitely going against the meta per se when it comes to those cameo selections. But we got Cyrax to come in safe, and then Sento now on the field, and Sento using all of that cameo bar to get the launcher, but that is Breaker that's gonna put Sento on cooldown.
Okay, good block right there. That was low and high first. That's a very difficult situation to block through here.
Those fans does get the projectile out. And a bit of a stagger, but we do get the throw from Wakeups.
Yes, I knew it was good. I saw that up block a
I
mile
saw
away.
it too.
I was holding up block there myself, Wakeups.
Okay, Kung Lao had to contest with the fan as well, but then we got the sweep. That sweep goes super far too, which is why it's I think one of the better sweeps in the game. But we got a hit in, and then now Sento in this corner. The last hit of Cyrax touching Wakeups, and this is gonna be full on the armor launcher, calling it out. Yep. And that is a clean pick right there from Baconlord.
Yeah, that was a tough scramble situation there from Baconlord, and they did come out on top of that one there because there was a bit of visual noise to even try to get out of that scenario there, because it still could have been anyone's turn. There was that enough of a delay from Baconlord where Wakeups could have challenged on the opposite side after they recovered. But good stuff. You know, it's funny to see Baconlord picking Cyrax, because the last time I said more than a sentence in passing to Baconlord, which was at Roundhouse, Baconlord had some choice words to say about Cyrax. And wow, so interesting to see you know, falling to the dark side here for some Cyrax action.
It comes full circle.
Sure does. I mean, it's 360 degrees, sometimes 900, depending upon the rotation speed of Cyrax. You know.
Once again, Cyrax able to bait out the armor launcher once again, and Baconlord is just ready for it. And that's the one thing too, is that like, yes, you can armor in certain situations, especially when it comes to Sento's full sandwich combo, but it's really coming down to, can the Kenshi block in time? And there goes Sento just coming from behind. It is a 2v1 game out here right now.
I don't know. I see 3 characters on the side of Baconlord here. Meanwhile, Wakeups has 2. Dang. All right, nice overhead full screen scenario. But yeah, it's going to be tough to try to deal with both low hat and the aerial pressure from Kitana here.
Because of that specific.
Ooh, good dodge.
Yep, breaking instead. Baconlord able to avoid all of that damage. He's gonna do the down 1 check to stop Wakeups from going for a grab or from a stagger. And now again, we are back on that 2v1 field. Sento just helping so much right now and catching with the overhead. And Baconlord's gonna dish out all of that damage clean right there.
Yeah, and that's one of those scenarios like we saw in the last game where Wakeups tried the exact same wake up and Baconlord already had to set up the neutral jump and already this time around was immediately active on the full punish there. Now that we can expect the fact that we're going to go for these wake up opportunities from Wakeups. Of course, it's in the name. You could probably expect it at this point. But Baconlord's pressure in the corner against Kitana. I see some folks in the chat saying that it seems like it's difficult to play with Kitana in this game. It is literally this matchup in particular. Kitana doesn't really have a whole lot in the way of trying to interrupt some of the Sento pressure. And Sento alone is very difficult to deal with across the cast. There's not many that can really challenge that interaction. You have to know the timing that your opponent is going to be pressuring with. In the sandwich situation, it's a little bit more tricky to do in the corner, especially so with Kitana. But Tanya would be a great that stand too is going to be devastating.
I agree 1000%. I was actually just going to mention that. So you have a more stable armor launcher with those kicks.
Yes.
And then on top of that, you also have range. Versus Kitana, you were having a shorter range against Kenshi. Now it's a little bit more of like you can actually play mid-screen and deal with it. Plus Goro protecting you, it is a good time. But let's see if Baconlord can call out. We do have the Goro, and the patience though beats Goro. And now it's just a clean round ender.
Round 2, fight.
I stand 1 anti-air.
Beautiful. This should get the side switch as well. And we're going to keep Bacon in the corner. But that was a micro duck. And Wakeups is going to have to break, having to use all of that meter to escape the damage and Sento setups. The other thing too about this matchup is that it's going to force Wakeups to be up close towards Baconlord versus before, but the baited up block, it wasn't going to get punished though, and now it is Baconlord who's going to be able to neutral jump, avoid the kicks, and then bring out Sento again thanks to Cyrax. Sento's sandwich is in play. Blocks the armored launcher. Goro whiffs completely, so this could have been a continuance, but Baconlord misses the opportunity. Tries to add support from Sento, but the back throw comes in, and then the armored launcher. Yo, that was a punishable move into armor launcher 0.
Wait. Oh no, the delay there. Baconlord with the finish 3-0 over Wakeups. Oh, a slobbered knockers for sure, especially how they divided this up. I'm going to be very curious for West Coast in particular, because that's one of the coasts that we don't get to see a whole lot of. We see them like in very specific online tournaments, but finally seeing that competition here is going to be really cool. But El Kukui on Tanya.
I think that Tanya pick has to be inspired by Sparks and that performance this past weekend. There was just so much tech shown with Sparks and Tanya that it would not surprise me.
Yeah, you know, it's so interesting to see the popularity that a character gets after a good run, right? We didn't see that for Geras though, so what's up with that, you know?
All right, some good staggers here. That was Goro covering as well. Now Goro's bar is building up very slowly, but it doesn't look like El Kukui will need it because we'll be able to get that clean finish hit. 31%. Another thing too about Tanya, she does have low output, but with Goro can really make the difference in damage. What a pickup here from BlakFelow.
Right, still these lows, keeping El Kukui crouch blocking the whole time with, we could have gotten to confirm after the Stryker assist there. Stryker now in the background, and you'll notice that El Kukui exploding the moment Stryker is off the table. The moment that BlakFelow did not go for the confirm, that was time for El Kukui to take action.
I think the buff is on right now for Tanya. but we do have the Gator roll coming through. And then I am a little bit scared about these Stryker grenades because when you kind of autopilot with them in certain, especially when it comes to certain whiff punishes that are almost guaranteed, yes, that bar's coming out fast, but you're going to have instances where you're not going to be able to summon Stryker when you truly need them. But that was a micro duck, and this should be going into Fatal Blow. It does.
Oh, yeah. I mean, way to wrap this up here for El Kukui. And this one we won't have to censor at all when we put it up on youtube.com/Tampa Never Sleeps. This is all green blood. So we're good.
That's true. That is true. Very nicely done here from El Kukui. He's going on the board 1-0 at the moment. But yeah, I mean, something that I've noticed a lot from like, especially players who are starting to use Stryker, especially for the beginning, using that cameo, you have to be very monitoring that cameo bar because it does go pretty fast when you use it consistently for those grenades, and then charges somewhat of a medium length. So that means that you're gonna have to wait a little bit before you can go for some of the risky options, and if you're just autopiling on it, it's gonna cost you quite a bit of matches.
Yeah, and it's going to save a lot of explosivity for Reptile. I think that's where Reptile gets a lot of great starters, but we've gone low so much with this Reptile that I think El Kukui is going to be ready for a lot of the bigger starters here. Run through is definitely going to be one of those to watch out for, but again, you see how stoic El Kukui is, waiting for BlakFelow to open up here. Nice throw.
Yep. Once again, those armored launchers definitely help with beating some of those moves too. But we do have an opening here for BlakFelow, who's going to be able to get the full hard knockdown. And closing on the gap. There goes the run through. Not going to be able to land it. The Stryker grenades whiff, and Stryker is out. Going to have that bar paused for now.
Charge. Nice little teleport here to continue pressure. Good flawless to take back your turn opportunity. You do have a Fatal Blow on deck. If we spend it now, yeah, it should be okay. Oh,
there's that
I
breaker.
did not pay attention to the meter, yeah.
I don't think BlakFelow also noticed it too. Good defense here from El Kukui, and that's gonna be it. So because of not taking a look at that bar, BlakFelow was able to just break away, or rather El Kukui was able to break away, and BlakFelow was gonna have to eat all of that damage.
Oh no. There was a little bit of a pump on the block right there. I guarantee we're going for a flawless on that one. That opened up.
Another hard knockdown. This is going to put El Kukui in Fatal Blow territory. But what a pickup contesting El Kukui. And BlakFelow now on the board for a round.
Final round, fight.
Go ahead.
Another tech that I've been hearing about Stryker grenades is doing up to right after. I'm not too sure if this is something that can help El Kukui because he's been holding those grenades quite a bit. But there we go, gets hit by it by the grenades themselves in that sequence, and that opens up BlakFelow for the side switch.
Invisibility set up there. Oh, what an interrupt on the stand too, and able to get a full combo in this corner. A very rare invisibility setup from Reptile here. Very hard to see unless you're like Honeybee, right?
I rarely see it, but that's micro duck once again. Calling out that throw very quickly. Gonna charge up on the buff. Gonna get a back throw to push BlakFelow in the corner. Flawless blocks. The grenades whiffing, but that low still hits El Kukui. And we got the teabags too.
No, it was a buffer. It was a buffer.
Are you sure?
Totally. I mean,
Are you sure?
you know, we're just pressing down on the D-pad. Maybe they just forgot the fatality input, you know, because sometimes those do get little crosswires, you know. Don't get your feelings hurt over someone pressing buttons. Don't do that. Don't do that. It means
You gotta
nothing.
make it spicy though.
Fine, if you want some spice. I can't believe how rude that individual was. With the teabagging. I mean, the down tapping. I mean, the two
Now we're
twos.
really getting spicy. Now we really got spicy. El Kukui going on the Raiden.
Back to Raiden. All right.
Your perspective. Completely size off.
This is you know, one of those matchups that is very interesting to deal with because again, the explosivity from there it is already off. I was literally about to get into the fact that run through is going to be a challenge for Raiden to kind of deal with, but immediately was blocking. It's something interesting that we did not really get to see with Tanya. I wonder if it's because the extended normals for Tanya that really kind of kept that option off the table for Reptile here. But Armor Electric Fly does challenge the rest of that EX dash through.
On top of the fact that it's also eating through the Stryker grenade. So that's essentially just the answer, and you're getting more damage compared to the flawless block that happens with it. El Kukui, though, trying to be super aggressive with this Raiden, does accomplish the chip damage perspective of things, but then we have the Gator roll from BlakFelow. Okay, we got the grab going.
One more touch is all that we're looking for on either side.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Even though we, you know, potentially missed the confirm from Reptile there, we still had Stryker on in the background, which goes to this round with a little less charge than what we want, but already has it back and available.
The run gets covered, tries to go for the sneaky overhead, but wasn't able to. And El Kukui trying to be a little bit more mindful on that meter burn usage. Trying to build up at least those 2 bars to then start up some of those instances like right there, getting the Superman armored, but still getting hit by Gator Roll. We have the counter hit though. El Kukui should be able to get at least 30% from this next sequence.
Nice electric cell, locking it down in the corner. Of course, as one would do. Full screen situation. Here we go for the final round of game 3.
Some of the movement is like really... I kind of almost thought that overhead was going to happen, but that was such a sneaky low that I definitely got hit by it.
All right, nice 4-2-2. You're looking about like 380 here without meter. Oh, we're going for 328.
Gonna be able to chip out here. That's the one thing about Raiden. He does a lot of chip in this game. But this is a good low starter for BlakFelow. Soon be able to get the invincibility setup going, but not gonna complete it because of that armored Superman.
Nice. Got our pass through. One more touch is all that we're looking for. The overhead. Can't confirm with Fatal. Doesn't need to. We go for the brutality.
He disappeared. Where did he go?
Said 2 faces, 1 size off. Whoa.
I think this is probably one of the most exciting matches for sure tonight, just because I feel like a lot of people were like, oh, it's going to be El Kukui that's going to take it home, right? But we're really seeing BlakFelow show off how dangerous and potent Reptile is. We're going to the Johnny.
Reptile.
You're going through the whole tower of El Kukui?
That says a lot. To put El Kukui through 3 characters is actually it's a very serious challenge, because El Kukui, like his brother Unjust, they're players that really do well with almost the whole roster of MK.
Right.
And for them to actually have to be switching back-to-back characters says a lot about how they're trying to go through all of their weapons.
Yeah, you have low hat here, which will interrupt the run as we just saw, but a great pickup from El Kukui to carry to the corner. Safe jump too, coming through. You're not gonna move, then that's A-okay. El Kukui gonna take it back.
Okay, there goes the Gator roll.
Notice we spent the armor on it too, so that did absorb the hit of the low hat there. Good run.
You gotta love Johnny. Just that I have you ever felt like hits from certain combos and you're just like, I don't like this. That's how I feel every time I see Johnny hit someone. Ooh, that ate the Johnny kick. And because that was an armored, that was all BlakFelow's opportunity, and we're now invisible. You were trying to down one, he's all the way on the other side of the screen. He's jumping.
These are lessons we've learned from Smoke, okay? You have to try to down one, an invisible opponent. Nice duck, but an immediate break here. Oh. Yeah, got our forward. That just pushes back full screen. Was able to recover in time to block low hat. And nice finish for the round. All tied up and potentially match point here for BlakFelow. This is a qualifier for top 16.
So very important for BlakFelow to try to get through it. Also important. Okay, we get the low. We also avoid the parry entirely. So not only is El Kukui going to get punished for this, but no hype bar is going to be built from here. We're going to try to get the overhead after the grenade, but a down one check and then a full shimmy to open up Kukui, but that is going to be a breaker. This is a big hit though.
Opposite side to get that jump 3 corner pickup. Nice. Gator roll through the overhead. What an answer. We go back to the low, run through with the safety of grenades in the background, but another duck. El Kukui starting to get used to the pattern. Excellent follow-up here.
Sometimes as players, you want to just end it with the grab, and it becomes so obvious, and that's what just happened here with El Kukui. Called it out. That's what was the duck for. Now this is, yeah, that was not going to be able to be blocked because of the chip damage. Maybe last breath meter could have helped there, but then of course you have Johnny's kick to worry about, which El Kukui did have a bar for.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure opportunity right there. After the fact that low hat goes out, you would have had a hard time trying to guess the high-low potential from some of the strings from Johnny if we would have timed it out correctly, because I think you can still get like that. If you want to get real crazy, I'm pretty sure you can set up the overhead string from Johnny with hat coming in right after. If you have enough cameo meter, though, that's really dependent there.
All right, game 5, everyone. This is literally our 3rd match of the night, I want to say, and we're already into that game 5 mentality for these players to just try to get to top 16. So you already know the level of, I want to say skill is just here.
Yeah. Yeah, we are winding down to some of the cream of the crop out here in tonight's bracket. We got a good back throw to start things up and get the ability to close the gap thanks to the low hat here from El Kukui. Commit to the overhead opportunity after to make the hard to blockable situation, but armor shadow kick will explode through grenade. Great pickup here by El Kukui. That's one bar, not quite killing yet, but we got the knee.
And that was a clean round from El Kukui. Those armored kicks really helped El Kukui. Oh my gosh, it was too far. And El Kukui was able to punish the run.
It's very good here. Forward throw, even after the safe jump. Ooh, stood up too early. Tried to go for a shadow kick starter, but it didn't work out. So we got a full punish here from BlakFelow.
His ability set up once again. But we have that reversal kick there to take BlakFelow out of the invisibility and put him back in the corner. Oh, this is a good launcher. And then into Fatal Blow. I think this might scale though, but this is 950 health too, so.
Chat, help me out. So, Booty Goonie, I saw you say Blake. Is it Blake or is it Black? I need help here. We're missing one letter either way.
I like that that parry was gonna go through the armor and again doesn't get the full punish though. Took it all or risked it all with that overhead, and now we're on final match point for either of these two players. Gonna start off a really good round start here, and we get a bit of that high bar. The high bar is charging up. BlakFelow needs to be careful.
Yeah, this might be the opportunity after the next confirm here. We set it up. Gator roll every single time on wake up here from BlakFelow. Over it does get blocked, but no challenge here from El Kukui.
The cheeky tried to go for the up block, but the Kung Lao hat was gonna definitely take you out, and we got the bags for sure with the Johnny style to boot. In Kung Lao, I hate seeing like the 30% combos. It makes me so mad, Zero.
30% combos upset you. Meanwhile, there are 40% combos left and right, but the 30% really grinds your gears.
Yes, off of a throw. Yes, it does. Who said I was playing Melty Blood? This is Mortal Kombat.
Don't get thrown.
Okay, sure. Guess 50-50 or micro duck. Okay, sure.
All right, well, ooh, see, I mean, look, here's the problem. Mighty Unjust gonna get scooped up by EpicZoopa. If he didn't get thrown, we wouldn't be caught in this corner getting this command toss here. We got the low hat to keep things pretty safe.
Oh, that
Big
was
push up
a
there.
wish. Yeah. Tries to jump in. No up block from Mighty Unjust, so that's gonna leave EpicZoopa to go for that grab. No whiff punish, but grenades go out, and Sento once again goes out. We do armor through that so we can avoid that Sento situation. Kung Lao Hat also, I believe, took out Sento too.
What?
But the stab! Don't backdash on me!
He's sus.
Round 2, fight.
All right, has to respect that low hat. The up block. No confirm though. Dropped it a little bit early there. Mighty Unjust maybe not quite ready for that confirm.
Look at this, look at this. Look at this, Zero!
Saki is just Thursday. It's just Thursday.
I don't like it. I don't like it. You're making me root for the Kenshi.
I'm not making you.
Sento Sandwich has gone on the field. We're gonna get grabbed. Wow, what a chunk of health still left, and that was just the straight up brutal.
Kenshi
That's a really cool brutality.
I've never seen that one. That is a full split body.
Across several limbs, through the gut. Just, oh man, it is a mess here. But yeah, you know, it turns out both players can get thrown, Saki, and one has a brutality off a throw. How about that?
I'd rather take the brutal than the 30% damage. Thank you very much.
You know, I recall there were throw brutalities that you can't break out of in 11.
In this, as in all timelines.
I'd rather deal with that. That's
Okay.
at the end. That's at the end, of course.
All right.
Like that makes sense. You gotta tech the throw. You gotta micro duck. You just can't. You just. But
You can't
30%.
take the throw into brutality in 11 though. Nah, it's 11, different game. Anyway,
We got EpicZoopa on the board, 1-0 against Mighty Unjust. Tries to get that back one, not gonna be able to. Bait on the up block, but the Kung Lao Hat keeps Mighty Unjust safe.
yep. Once again, with the Fujin normals out here, start things off. Nice throw combo. The back 2-3 pickup. Interesting. I think we might have been able to extend with the back 4-3, the dragon kick.
I think EpicZoopa like, oh, block too early, gets punished for sheathing Sento, and the Kung Lao Hat is actually going to trip EpicZoopa, but with just that scramble, we get the forward throw from Zupa.
Oh, look at that grenade save the day. Try to go for the top two, but not going to work out here. Jeez.
Ooh, that's it. It goes into Fatal Blow to clean it up so that we can take that round. And EpicZoopa taking this first round.
Yeah, very peculiar that Mighty Unjust is, you know, kind of missing in a lot of scramble situations, missing confirms in the set so far. Very unlike the Mighty Unjust right now. Granted, they do play a full cast of characters here in this game, but still the consistency is there across every single character. So the fact that we're missing these opportunities is very peculiar.
This might be the latest character that he's working on. That could be very well the case. I did see that Mighty Unjust is trying to go with Lu for the whole tournament. So we do have, you know, that execution, those offies. I think it's just, all right, how do I play this around Kenshi?
Right.
Especially Kenshi and Stryker, who's actually been covering EpicZoopa for those Sento showdowns. That's making it a little bit difficult.
no.
But the whip block stun. But that also dropped, but we still pick it up with Sento, and we charge him up too to get it ready.
Nice down one, interrupts. Good, we got our throw set up here with the Kung Lao to get the pickup out of the corner with back two finish.
I am the chosen one.
Final round, fight.
And just needing to get on the board here for that first point. Gonna trade some of these projectiles.
Yeah, it's tough to zone out against Kenshi, right? Because you do have to worry about that overhead Sento. We do have a couple fireball options here, honestly. Like, Liu Kang is great at this. Nice charge.
Yeah, that's a really clutch move there from Kenshi. It does really well against projectiles. And this is a blender right now.
Yes.
It's Mighty Unjust. Oh my gosh. So you're either going to want to try to use that meter to get out of that situation, and Unjust chooses to do it.
Down back four to get out the Tatsu. Nice, we got our throw combo. I don't think we're spending Fatal Blow here because we want one more confirm before we go into it.
Both players trying to get that one whiff punish. MightyUnjust, though, faces it worse than EpicZoopa, who can easily break away from here to avoid that Fatal Blow. Now no meter to work with, so it is really up to EpicZoopa if they can make it with that one touch into no, not into Fatal, just one touch into anything.
Too far, there's your punish, but don't forget the grenade opportunity, but we still had the 4-4 opener. MightyUnjust gonna take that game right back, 1-all in the set.
Very narrowly missing the opportunity, but yeah, that's actually a perfect example of just being very patient, I would say, in these situations, especially at that last second. You know, EpicZoopa had those 3 bars. MightyUnjust very well aware of those bars. Once that meter was gone, it would have been an easy just, okay, now apply pressure. But of course, being mindful, because anything could have led to a very dangerous optimal hit confirm from Zoopa.
Absolutely. I'm very curious. We did see Zoopa in the first game go for the sword toss command grab, the hit grab rather, excuse me. And not seeing that at all in the second game was very peculiar. It's a challenge, so maybe we do see a return to that. This dash that we saw last time, but get interrupted with the starter. Nice stand one anti-air. Tons of damage on the table here for MightyUnjust.
And because of that Kung Lao teleport, we still stick with that same side. So not only do we get the most optimal from that back throw, oh my gosh, the block with Stryker grenades still able to pull the grenades out, wasn't hit and be interrupted.
Jump in, you gotta respect the Stryker assist here. That sound cue is definitely the warning that you're looking for.
Most definitely. And there goes the Kung Lao hat to take out Sento. There you go.
Very good positioning there from MightyUnjust, because we took a full back step to make sure that we didn't get sandwiched by Sento, so we could get that low hat hit. We could still zone out on top of it. So there's plenty of options there for MightyUnjust to take control of this round.
Some flawless blocks here and there from EpicZoopa, but doesn't really have that full screen hit confirm that we would want to hope for, especially considering that MightyUnjust has that ability when flawless blocking the projectile from the air like that, per se. Tries to catch the air-to-air. Stryker grenades do miss, but we do get the whiff punish. Sento is out. Nice. Tries to go for the launcher. No.
Ooh, got it back 4 though. Got our throw combo. Sento's going to be left behind for a bit. Yo, what a meaty setup there, because that was going to go full mid. Careful, low fireball. And it's so difficult for MightyUnjust to go for a fireball game against Zoopa because of that overhead again. Like I mentioned that before, but you can see that it is just hard to challenge it because we are getting chipped out. It does give a moment of pause for low fireball, so that opportunity kind of removes off the table unless it's EpicZoopa gets caught trying to dash up. Oh no!
He took his leg and then just went through the Vorpal tunnel to just skin him alive. What's wrong with you, Kung Lao?
What's wrong with any of these people? Like, how do they come up with this stuff? There's something wrong with these people mentally to be coming up with these gruesome ways to murder people. Like that, it's supposed to just be a tournament. It's a friendly competition. Sure, the life of your realm is on the line, but there is no Mortal Kombat, all right? No one dies in Mortal Kombat, according to Fire God Liu Kang.
Right, this is going to be top 16 winner side. MightyUnjust versus EpicZoopa. At the beginning, that Stryker grenades were working out, but MightyUnjust has been just able to clean it up. Here we go. Sento goes out.
Gotta watch out for the Stryker meter, of course. I wonder if we go for down back 4, or at least meter burn, like end a combo early into that with meter burn down back 4. We hit Stryker as we carry into it, so then that reduces the recovery time for Stryker and gives more opportunity for TheMightyUnjust to challenge. Whiffed overhead, that is a dash up opportunity for Unjust to get a punish. Could reach over there with 4-4.
Sento goes out because of Khameleon. That was a bait on the up block, so this throw is gonna hurt more. We're back at full screen, already taking out Sento, but we do have the sword leap, and we're gonna be able to bring back out Sento. No, he goes away because of the cameo bar recharging.
That's a very good up block right there, and able to get the punish confirmed that we're looking for this time around. With 17 health left for TheMightyUnjust. Oh, doesn't need to up block. He's got low hat to back ourselves up here. A double layered defense for TheMightyUnjust.
Catches TheMightyUnjust jumping. Cannot jump in those situations. Once again, the sword goes out, and Sento is even closer than before. But we're gonna sheath him, but because you're sheathing, that's still a high recovery.
So back forward, got our throw combo. Nice.
Ooh.
Maximum damage opportunity here. 365 here for TheMightyUnjust. No anti-air, already committed.
Oh no! That was
Actually,
it!
yeah, but you have 0.09 health left. Yo, we're blocking. Tell me you're blocking. There it is.
Yup.
Yo, what a fun. And that was a great brutality here from TheMightyUnjust. This character by any means, but of course, in this game, to not be the greatest, you're still pretty good of a character. Especially when you think about the cameo assist that Sub-Zero really likes to synergize with. But Johnny from Dexy with Kano to back it up.
Against Koisy, who's been a really dominant powerhouse for these MK tournaments. Again, that Sindel and Khameleon is potent, but I'm curious to see how Dexy can manage with Johnny and Kano. Flawless blocking the jump in, something that happens so rare against players who go against Koisy.
Ooh, the flawless on the jump in, but missed the low block. So gonna get the scream reset there. Koisy, oh my goodness. I mean, the damage from Sindel alone, if you get the proper setup. Tries to go for nut punch, we are still floating. No full punish though, as we come down with the low hat on charge.
Good down one check there from Koisy to clean up the match in first round.
Fight.
Oh, the micro ducks. This game really forces you to micro duck a lot,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, it's a great skill to have. I mean, of course, it's always been one of those skills that kind of shows up in MK proper. Very critical here because of how potent it can be, how many opportunities. Like, you don't get crushing blow down twos anymore, but a down one anti-air is pretty nice here for Dexy.
The defense has been extremely good. I think probably the best that Koisy has faced today. But it's just some of these instances where you're gonna have those armored moves happen, and then of course you're gonna get hit out of the air with the projectile. It has definitely been Koisy's game for the most part, but challenging to open up dexydawg.
Yeah, and for Koisy here, it's going to be tough to decide the cameo pick that you might want to go for, because in some cases we see some folks playing the Sub-Zero cameo to contend with the Fireball game, including the low hat from Khameleon. But Koisy has been so efficient at playing around that, tempering your expectations, and doesn't necessarily need to rely on zoning alone to be a challenge against a player that has that style. But Dexy opting for Mileena. Yeah, definitely remember Dexy for Mileena a little bit here too. With Sareena on top of it, so easy confirms and explosivity. We talked about characters that have a ton of synergy. Mileena is another one of those characters that doesn't quite need a broad list of cameos to support her. Goro is a great pick, of course, but Sareena is definitely a solid pick to get a lot of follow-ups, especially after the stray hits that she's going to get inevitably with the low Mileena ball.
Yeah, once again, Sareena being that cameo that's just a good pick for when you're starting out and switching back and forth. Now, we do need to be very mindful of those blades that go at full screen, the multiple ones. And Koisy's definitely already seen how dexydawg is using them.
Right.
Got the back throw to go a little bit closer and space out perfectly for that hair Let's shake turn.
Nice.
Mm.
Ooh. Yeah, we definitely couldn't have gotten a pick up on the second ball. It was a little bit too far. I think it is possible in some circumstances, but that one, not so much. Bird of Prey starter a couple times here, and we got a beautiful confirmed punish opportunity, but we got the break right off the rip here from Koisy.
Charging up that Kung Lao. Look how fast that just came back.
They slowed it down, okay?
Uh-huh.
They did slow it down.
It is because of the fact that Sindel did summon, so you know that also didn't help things, right? But we got a nice sweep here from Koisy. The empty jump 0 into the forward throw, plus that had an up block bait, so that was gonna add some damage.
This gives me no joy.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, good round here for Koisy. A scary one though. We got the Scream restand. Big starter opportunity here for Koisy.
Interesting choice here for Dexy to hold on to all of that damage. If you're able to break in the early onset of the round, you do have a chance for getting at least a second breaker depending on how things go.
Yeah.
But this is a good start for Koisy.
Ooh.
Gets hit by the single blade in the overhead, but responds back with Koisy's own overhead and another one that wasn't even armored.
Yeah, it's such a shame that it was just overhead because that it seals the deal right there. You don't have any follow-ups after. You got the single Sareena blade, so that means a big opportunity. I think even just a regular stand one would have been far enough to connect. You're gonna full pick up a Dexy in trouble. One touch.
The forward throw. He tries to go for the mid. That hasn't caught Koisy at all, who's very well aware. The flawless block, but then the down one check right after, and Kung Lao's hat comes in for the response.
Yeah, I mean, Koisy definitely just being very calm in a full screen situation, really making things difficult for dexydawg. And at this point, we have to think about how we're going to try to close that gap. And Sub-Zero is a great pick. Again, like that will always be my classic go-to in this matchup alone. But when you're going up against Koisy, it's so difficult because they don't have to, like I said. They can just float right above you, go for high-low mix. Sareena confirms, so happened missed now and again, which is definitely something you want to try to capitalize on. These singular hits from Mileena, they're nice to get the knockdown, but then you have to worry about the meaty after the fact, so you're looking at Bird of Prey starter for Dexy. Nice low side.
I do like the Mileena pick though for both of this. I mean, we're getting the damage. It's just opening up Koisy, and then of course having to mitigate that damage that comes in. The first time Koisy gets hit by that mid, and then still Koisy just applying offensive pressure versus Dexy, who's been trying to really play the good defense game, but again, it's just been a struggle.
I got that float. Have to try to chase down Koisy, and they only have a small life lead. But this is your opportunity here since Kung Lao is gone. I can't believe that anti. How did your feet even get caught? My God.
Some of those sides also not hitting, but it is a very expensive move to use it on. I do like that. We are able to get the whip punish, calling out Koisy's overhead attempt, and finally able to actually whip punish it with the Sareena blade.
No!
Chip
There
damage.
we go.
That was good.
I am still an
Round
empress.
2. Fight.
Yes, you are, Mileena, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise, you. Nice teleport. Yeah, these are great aerial routes here from Dexy. Where Mileena's going to get a ton of damage for it. And the jump back to avoid the hard to blockable situation. So the only thing you have to worry about from that distance, since Koisy already committed to a jump in, was low hat. But the Scream restand from Koisy. Show you what a sky combo really looks like here. Nice low on the hat. Make you guess.
I see Dexy really trying hard to space out some of these options, but Koisy is just on the adjustment game. And this is going to be very good for Koisy to take back the round. Gets another screen, and we get the hard knockdown, so plus the meaty Kung Lao hat, and then just the Lush Shaker, but still gets caught in the overhead. I think Dexy just wants to get out of that corner so that this next round is a little bit of a better start for them.
Go for that full screen zoning game, really make things difficult for dexydawg to try to close the gap. Does succeed with the double pizza deal.
Ooh, that's a punish off of that teleport. Okay, meaty Kung Lao hat. We got the setup into the overhead. That was gonna be a reset too, so that way that forces Dexy to use that breaker. Those double bars came in clutch, but the Spalva whips. But this time he got the fatal blow.
All right, we're not killing here. Certainly catching up for quite a bit. This next interaction is going to be very crucial. 5-10 for that combo. Are you kidding me? Good duck. We could go low fireballs here. There it is. And look at that. You do see Koisy. I guarantee Koisy's paying attention to Sareena. We do want to waste down the clock, so that does build up a little bit more opportunity. But now that Sareena's back on the field, you're also waiting for Kung Lao to recover in the background, so you have that low hat approach. And we can chip away every single time. So we're going for these stand ones to try to bait out a reaction from dexydawg. This isn't just a stray stand one. It is purposeful.
Koisy, you know, it's crazy because like both of these players have the advantage, but it's dexydawg, 7 seconds on the clock. The overhead gets eaten by the overhead, actually. 2 overheads.
The plan was there, and good on dexydawg to charge and press the issue against Koisy, because Koisy was willing to play the field game. Being in the mid screen, Dexy knew that they could kind of walk down Koisy if they were just being very cautious on how they approached. Honestly, these low hats definitely chipping away at the health of dexydawg here. Was really going to try to close the gap. Koisy had a perfect plan, but sometimes those full screen plans in high pressure situations do start to crumble when one opponent starts to get a little crazy and starts approaching with very low health.
dexydawg trying to stay alive, trying to take it to the game 5. And I agree with you, that patience was really, really well done. Hopefully that helps dexydawg, especially in this mind game. What a jumping conversion!
That might have been a misinput to go for the down back 3, which is the uppercut, but also might not have been, because that's the down 3 that could interrupt that forward approach there from Mileena. There we go.
Meanwhile, setup floats a little bit back just to see what dexydawg will do. Then goes for that jump in. You see some of these projectiles come out, but dexydawg trying to claw their way out of the corner.
Nice mid fireball. We're low on Kung Lao again, so we're gonna play that full screen. And the moment, notice, the moment that Kung Lao gets recharged, got the forward dash, no punish of the aerial Mileena ball.
Bit of a pushback. Yeah, it's a bit of a pushback. The best thing you could do is hope for a counter, but that's if you have like a forward advancing move, like back forward 2 on Motaro.
I think you might sit in the same spot if you go for flawless block, and that'd be your opportunity there.
There goes the Lush Shaker. Yep.
Round 2.
All right, potential set point here for Koisy. We've seen dexydawg in these situations, but what a whip punish!
Yes, very good. That 401. We take those guys one more time here. We close out with another low hat reset. Hard to blockable, will get broken out of.
Look at these staggers. This is.
There it is.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's one of those situations. We saw Koisy doing this a couple weeks ago, not last week, but Koisy was doing the exact same thing in the corner, and players were afraid to press. Dexy making the right call as we kept doing those float punches here from Koisy. Stand 1 is the interrupt you want to try to take the chance on. Follow up with the fatal blow. Will catch up, at least in health, but Koisy still has another round, even if Dexy ends up sealing this one.
Yeah, I think these like really last moment hits that catch Koisy in the air have helped Dexy so much. We just need to see more of that, but it's so hard to do so because you have to be patient and there's only so much time on the clock to catch it.
Yeah, you'll notice that Koisy is doing the exact same game plan from game 3. We're waiting for Kung Lao to return. We spend it, try to zone out, and then we're gonna wait again. And even when Dexy interrupted the Kung Lao hat, Koisy still waited the extended time for this cameo to return. Opened up on the return from the double pizza deal. And yeah, unfortunately, those pizzas will come back to bite you after a leftover day.
That charge snap will at least help Koisy bring back Kung Lao a lot faster, which I think that's been, I would say, like the missing key for some of those full screen interactions and patience from Koisy. The fact that he has to wait for Kung Lao to come back. Also, those overheads have just not been blocked, and it's because it's so hard. And then again, the setup, the sneaky unblockable to try to block the low hat, but also block the incoming air attack.
Oh! Yeah, didn't press on the stand 1. Dexy really trying to reach forward here. Nice. Got the uppercut once again. And the immediate breaker. dexydawg fighting for their life on the... Their backs are on the ropes, and unfortunately, the double fireball set up with the low hat and the mid fireball. Koisy gonna take it 3-1 over dexydawg.
Against each other. And I believe MightyUnjust is going to be still on that Liu Kang
Right.
with El Kukui on the Reiko.
Yeah, so we're gonna go for the zoning matchup here, potentially going for the Shuriken against Liu Kang. I can't believe that back 4 hit. Are you kidding me? Oh, your legs ain't that long, Liu Kang, but we dropped the confirm here. It was supposed to be the ground pound, and unfortunately dropped a little bit early here. MightyUnjust able to advance the 50% life lead.
This is going to be a lot of damage, especially in the corner, because you can pick up so much. And we got the 4-4 to stop any wake up from El Kukui. What a pickup. Also, that just drop off that slide definitely was a heartbreaker here. That could have helped Kukui a lot. Again! Again drops!
I don't know what's going on with MightyUnjust. You know what? These two are just poking each other while they're playing. You ever do that with your best friends? You're playing video games, you just bump into their controller a little bit.
Oh no, the Tremor pickup! This is a lot of drops for El Kukui that should not be happening at this level. Another one just didn't feel confident after the second one. And MightyUnjust gonna get the lovely 30% throw. I keep saying it, I don't like it, but it is gonna work for MightyUnjust.
It was 20% that time. Is that okay?
No.
Oh my goodness. Well, first round going to MightyUnjust here. And I have to wonder if some of these interactions are just from matches prior, right? Like these two have come across each other time and time again. They're almost identical in level, right? 202 for Just and 199. If that tells you anything, that literally tells how much time they spent in the game, not necessarily them playing repeatedly. But of course, like sometimes you go in those interactions, you're expecting the opponent to not get hit in a certain string because you played them so often, you're used to that cadence and you don't have to follow up right after. And we saw that a couple times there. El Kukui not able to get the, the stand 1 follow up here. MightyUnjust made a couple drops here. But the strength of both these players is not anything to be scoffed at, of course, because again, across the board, both of these players have several characters they can kind of resort to. El Kukui locking in that Reiko.
At the Reiko and Tremor. Hopefully there's a better pickups times with this next round that's going to be happening between El Kukui and MightyUnjust. I will say MightyUnjust's Liu Kang is looking so solid. There were a couple of drops earlier in some of the earlier matches that happened, but truth be told, this has probably been like the cleanest that I've seen the Liu Kang at. Let's see if El Kukui can pick up some of these pickups. We got the Tremor pickup, but again,
Nice. Oh,
go.
geez,
It was a little scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big takeaway though, round start, MightyUnjust did get the first hit bonus, so we got extra meter, and that's a great way to take away offensive capability from your opponent, especially as Liu Kang up against Reiko. You want to have that extra bar just for your reversal. You don't want Reiko to try to challenge you early on with the EX shurikens.
Beautiful punish here. Now, of course, you don't want to cash out on your fatal blow here because that's not going to be enough to kill. But we are going to see El Kukui contest and fight back. He'll be going on that board for 1 round.
You're a disgrace. Round 2.
Rude. Oh, nice stand one anti-air. The Gamma Crush just to get the breaker.
Movement. I like that low to also, because of low profiles and you're getting a trade that's in your favor. Really smart decision. I like that too. Somewhat of a hard knockdown to get the safe jump in, and then you fully convert off of it as well. But the air goes to El Kukui. Will be able to get the side switch and get the sweep going.
You got a couple. We're trying to go for overhead this time, but the armored Tatsu for the wake up. Yeah, and to throw back to those low fireball situations. Ooh, what an up block. Let's go. To throw back to those low fireball situations, MightyUnjust could safely toss those out because El Kukui did not have meter, so we could guarantee that it was going to be the meter burn shurikens, which would have caught those low fireballs on startup and would have been a trade scenario. He's down forward to throw. Good dash up.
Good flawless block to avoid the chip damage from the shurikens. Forward 4 to start applying pressure, but that we do get the grab going, and then that's El Kukui on the other side. Thankfully, those fireballs are going to eat the shurikens. And then, of course, the empty jump to bait out any form of anti-air or up block that El Kukui was trying to go for.
Ooh, nice little micro duck here. And a throw after the down 1.
Yeah, won't be able to kill off of that. That's still a limited combo, but we do have the Kung Lao hat that cleans it up at the end.
All right, so 2-0 lead for MightyUnjust right now. And just that, that pressure alone, just being able to challenge in the mid-range. I'm surprised that El Kukui on Reiko, right, hasn't been able to kind of outrange MightyUnjust a little bit, but I think the Fireball War is exactly where El Kukui is losing at compared to MightyUnjust, especially at round start. You'll notice that the priority for MightyUnjust is getting that first hit bonus, so we have less meter on your opponent's side to try to work with, so giving you an immediate advantage, but that's never the end-all be-all in a game like MK1 here. El Kukui opting for Tanya, so this is that mid-range challenge that I'm expecting here, especially off of stand 2. We have more consistency with the armor twirl.
This might be an interesting pick. I mean, like, we did see El Kukui get a lot of value from it earlier on, but I'm not too sure if this is the matchup for that, because one thing's for sure, it is this guessing game that you're gonna get from Liu Kang staggers. Also, this damage is just perfect. You can just sit back here, play patient, play this air fireball game, get some of those low kicks, and of course, get the conversion off of the throw from Kung Lao. And that was like 24%, so you're like pretty much sitting good here. No punish, you weren't too close enough. The whip down 2 though is gonna get punished, and see if El Kukui can bring up some value.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we were looking for with that down 2. Like, when you down 2 in this game, you really mean it. Like, you are committing to that as your option. There's no recovery out of it. You have to make sure it hits, and the spin armor with Goro pickup. The turnaround for El Kukui, just one more touch on both sides. El Kukui taking that first round here.
Round 2, fight.
It can be a snowball effect when you're at such low health. You don't want to be playing too long, or give the other opponent too long of a time to really be able to come back from those avalanche damage. But MightyUnjust already back on that health lead once again. Tried to anti-air, but was going to get punished by the projectile. Now El Kukui is going to be able to catch up, start applying some pressure. A bit of a trade, though.
Down. Even here, but of course the armor twirl with the full pickup thanks to Goro. We still have our buff. Nice.
Goro grab.
Yeah. Very rare assist that we see from Goro here at all.
Buff is fully charged now. Oh, the micro duck and El Kukui is on the board.
Yeah, this Tanya pick. You know, being able to challenge with your own fireballs, the twirl is also just a great tool on Wake Up. Because we miss out, like, there's so much pressure from Liu Kang that Tanya definitely has a lot of answers on her Wake Up to really challenge out. And that stand 2 is always going to be a great challenge against Liu Kang, because Liu Kang does kind of need to get close to really be effective in terms of trying to frame trap the opponent. You can kind of play around a little bit with punish opportunity, but you have to play at a very dangerous position to even get those challenges. Down 4 is probably going to be Liu Kang's best tool. We do see, though, the Motaro pick, which helps out a bit here, not necessarily in terms of teleporting, but you do keep that plus pressure with low tail shot. And we're also going to be looking for the anti-fireball opportunity with that shield, which is going to be a rare occurrence, so we're really utilizing this for pressure, ideally.
Regardless of that Motaro pressure, El Kukui has been waiting patiently.
Ooh.
Opportunity to punish, but the Goro hit does catch MightyUnjust in that last second. Oh, I don't know which is worse, the Kung Lao teleport or this one, low key, just because he can get so much out of it.
See, between the two, like, thanks to this buff from the last patch, I think Motaro is definitely in the conversation for being a very versatile cameo pick over Kung Lao. Granted, Kung Lao is gonna get you that mixed opportunity for high-low situations here, but same thing for Motaro, but you get a little more positive pressure with it. You do have your teleport, and the backup always will be the shield there, and the opposite foot is the pickup that you get from the uppercut from Kung Lao, which we saw some routing here from MightyUnjust in our previous set. Armors through the fireball. Goro, look at the extended pickup.
Dagger, what a micro duck, oh my god, from MightyUnjust.
Nice. 4-4. Oh, jeez. What a down 1 challenge there. It was a high starter coming from MightyUnjust.
The flawless block. Again, some of these stagger pressures for MightyUnjust to step back, but does get caught by that mid, which is really, really good for Tanya. Okay, we do get the drill. This should be able to kill. Yep.
Enough. Wow, 2 all in the set right now.
And now we're going to game 5 in our first winner's top 8 match.
I don't know what happened after Frosty's. Tanya is definitely on the rise right now. Yeah, I mean, it's not like she's kind of been hidden in the background. She's definitely had a lot of opportunity to really showcase her capability because of that reach that she has. She was very early on just underutilized, but backed up with Goro has been a great turnaround for this character. We've seen, again, just her wake-up opportunity has always been that strong threat against a character like Liu Kang. And I could imagine that even still, that might be a challenge against like a character like Johnny Cage as well. We're not seeing a whole lot of situations where we're setting up multiple hits on top of El Kukui. And I don't really think that Liu Kang has many of those fast-hitting opportunities to do so.
Agreed. We are seeing a bit more of a projectile zoning game, especially considering that with Tanya it's more straightforward and diagonal, which can catch MightyUnjust a bit. But let's see if these Kung Lao hat change can help contest with some of it. Does block on the diagonal, and then now we're able to summon Kung Lao.
Oh, jeez, twirls out. Has to be respect the Goro. I'm gonna stay plus there. Nice, got our high confirmed. Carry this to the corner. 1 touch is all that we need. We go for the aerial fireball. Nice call out here. MightyUnjust is on match point.
Also interrupts the charge on the buff. Again, trying to call out with those instant air fireballs to see if El Kukui will try to go for those kicks or go for a jump in, but we do have an opening thanks to the drill.
Nice.
Oh, but we don't block those bicycle kicks.
No, not at all. Down back 4 comes through in the clutch. We are blocking these air fireballs. Let's go for low. Watch out for this twirl. Ooh, the stand two, the staple is coming through.
Back throw to keep MightyUnjust guessing, but Goro is gonna keep the launch and combo extend. Ooh, it's getting dangerous right now for MightyUnjust.
Yeah. Fireball, another low. Great zoning. I mean, we did go back to this, right? We're seeing a lot of payoff to go back to Kung Lao setups, but the jumping gonna get anti-air for the stand one. Nice throw setup, but drop the combo confirmed.
Ooh, that might have cost him El Kukui right there. Oh no! This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this kill is good. That was 150 leading into it. It's just a touch. You're dead.
Yeah, that's death right there. All because El Kukui just dropped in that last second.
It is crazy because we did see that the Goro pickup was there. El Kukui is able to get the extension right after that Goro assist with consistent air routes, which is interesting because JustNasty generally sets up for invisibility situations with the down back 2 nowadays. So we'll see how JustNasty plays this one out against Koisy to start things off with the second winner semis match.
Absolutely. I also think too the fact that we also have that overhead from Scorpion.
Yeah.
With the way JustNasty just plays in general. Okay, we got invisibility up and we got combo extensions. This is an extension too, or rather this is a character cameo synergy that can lead up to 60%, but we have the reversal overhead.
Oh, he's trying to go for the up block. That is tough. And Koisy going to be very patient. Like, you have to prove to me you're going to stand one. Otherwise, ooh, got hit by the low hat. And that's a blessing for JustNasty here. Great extension. We're not going to spend the down back 4 meter. We're going to go for the invisibility setup, like I said. Jeez, let go block a little bit too early. Yeah, that will do here. Koisy going to take that first round. No, oh my God! No!
No way!
No!
That's
No!
a
It
round.
happened. It finally happened.
Way.
Finally cursed somebody on Mortal Kombat. That's crazy.
Zero! What happened?
I'm 99% right though. This is the 1% opportunity where I've cursed somebody. That's crazy.
Oh, this is definitely where JustNasty is going to get the momentum right now. I think that there was just a slight combo limit on the on what Koisy was trying to do there. But regardless, look at all this health just completely gone. Plus, you're having to guess, yeah, you're going to have to use that meter. We do get the anti-air, but no hit confirmed. Overhead from down under by the tips of those swords. And this is just chip damage.
Goodness gracious. JustNasty with a big turnaround, and unfortunate that the fall, the ground slam from Sindel did not get the pickup. And I wonder if it's because we already got our launcher, but we should have been able to extend either way with that ground slam, or at least just get the finish. And I wonder, maybe it might have been because JustNasty was already too low to the ground, so it wasn't able to get that final hit while dropping.
It was close to the wall too, so
Yeah.
that could also be something like, so usually with that particular slam, it's the way it works is that you're supposed to get like the slam's outer edge of the hitbox once it's pushed back. So I'm wondering, because of JustNasty being so close to the wall in that instance, that's why it dropped, because it was too out of the hitbox.
Right, yeah. All right, well, ooh, nice little challenge right there. We absorbed the hit with the assist, which, like I said, Scorpion does not need, not Scorpion, Smoke does not need an extension. We have plenty of opportunity here to keep setting things up in this corner.
Those kicks are plus, so it's the best way to. Oh my gosh, you just vicious vapors in front of your face. You're gonna have to try to down one check that, but we do get that.
That was good on Koisy to not jump out right there, but it took a moment before we tried to pick the challenge. And we're going back to shades of like early JustNasty with those vicious vapor pump fakes. Finds the down back 2 armor opportunity, but Koisy still gonna get that screen punish.
Oh, I see the attempt to try to use Spear to get out of there, but it was just too much damage. You did not have that health for that.
Exactly. Back 2, good blocks. I've not seen a single up block yet from Koisy. Great on defense, but still gonna get this pickup right off the Scorpion.
Yeah, that setup for the Vicious Vapors has worked out phenomenally, and I think the only way for Koisy... Oh my gosh. Okay.
Very scary. Got jump 3, and JustNasty already took to the skies right there, so that was a good kick from Koisy. Good blocks, no challenge for the stand 1. Doesn't feel so good anymore when you're in the corner, right? The same thing can be said for your character, and you can't do it back to your opponent. Oh, nice resets. Yeah, opened up. Got that 4-3.
I'm not gonna lie, when I see JustNasty play this, the first thing that comes into my mind is doing all of those Vicious Vapors with no meter. It's just strictly like you're invisible. It's a very overwhelming experience. And we just got a whip punish to summon on the Kung Lao hat.
Yes, back 2 is a beautiful way to get over low projectiles. The flames from Scorpion aren't going to get the blocks done that JustNasty is looking for. That's kind of where you get, you see the switch between either Scorpion or Stryker. Stryker doing the exact same thing that Scorpion does, but has ultimately the better overhead. It's much faster overhead than what Scorpion has. This routing here from JustNasty. Of course, going to get that corner set up for the down back 2. Invisibility. Caught you low. Nice. That is so difficult to do. I'm telling you, after the 4-3, it should have been just like, all right, then I commit, but we go for the reset with another Vicious Vapor cancel to close it out. The back 4. Send the message home. 2-0 lead for JustNasty.
Beautiful stuff. Really pushing Koisy to the brink on some of these matches just to try to get into that winners finals.
It's so terrifying. You have to try to make your challenge off of a down 1, because the Vicious Vapor is not necessarily safe every single time when you go for it. If you do see the 4-3 and a Vicious Vapor cancel, you can't down 1 challenge. It does end up being a situation where Smoke just has to block. But if you're caught deer in the headlights, it's going to work for a lot of matches. A lot of players aren't ready for it. That's why we've seen throughout a bracket like this, where some players do get brave over time, and this is usually the turning point. It's either JustNasty carries it through, or the opponent opens up and says, you know what, I had to press something. It's do or die at this point.
Plus Shaker goes out. And we're trying to start up once again with the Kung Lao hat.
There we go. A little bit early on a Vicious cancel. Nice Scream reset.
Pickups here from Koisy, finally starting to bring out some of that pressure we've been seeing. There goes that one up block, but no catch from catching JustNasty. Oh, that was a huge whiff punish on the throw.
Oh, nice call out here because we got the down back 4 cancel on top of it. Nice. Down back 2 with the high jump 2. Actually, couldn't have killed quite yet there. That one does, though, yeah. Oh, because we spent it for the full pullback right there. Yeah, the down 4-1 is just very misleading how much damage that actually does.
JustNasty sitting on potential point here, just has to play this defense again. Koisy trying to be more aggressive, uses that overhead to punish the throw.
All right, we got it this time. So it's still there. It's supposed to work. We must have just mistimed it maybe on that first game that really turned things around here. Koisy with a strong round 2 in game 3.
Final round. Fight.
This is where I was kind of getting scared for JustNasty, is that Koisy can adapt extremely well, but you have to be super careful against a player like JustNasty who's also adapting quickly, just like right here.
Nice. Reappeared at the wrong time, unfortunately, for JustNasty right there. But a very brave down 1 check to really kind of give JustNasty a moment of pause. And now we do have our corner spot. 4-3. Nice break. Nice. Another 4-3 starter. Scorpion to pick up the ender.
Oh no, this is not good for Koisy. Gets a slight delay on the wake up, but JustNasty's playing patient, playing solid here.
Down 1 start. There you go.
This could be it, yeah. this should be it for Koisy, who should be able to finish off the kill optimally like so.
Yeah, what a call out. And that was stand one call out, right? And it's about the timing. It's JustNasty thrives in conditioning the opponent to be afraid of that next follow-up, because JustNasty doesn't have to follow a Vicious Vapor right after. They can really set up with the down back 2 at any given moment, right? They can go for just continued pressure and safe with the follow-up from Scorpion to ambush with the Hellfire. There's so much that can happen in that corner situation. The only way smoke is going to open you up is low. And if you have that in your mind, you're going to be fine in a lot of this pressure. I say fine in quotes, because you still have to try to figure out, all right, when's it my turn to press the 1? When's it my turn to try to challenge before I get left-right mix? Not left-right, but like the invisibility mix set up on me.
Once again, this is actually going to hurt more because Koisy got the Scorpion cameo as well.
Yep. Mid fireball here, good. Aerial button does get blocked from JustNasty. Now we're stuck in that corner situation.
That would have been so dangerous for Koisy, but still should be able to clean out this round with that flawless round indeed.
Unbelievable, flawless. And again, it is that turnaround point, right? You've gotten so far with the 2-0 leads as JustNasty. Tried to go for the kick routing here, which is a great button if you try to go for air-to-air, but nice block of the down back 2 armor.
Okay, Koisy's gonna be able to continue this launch. This is like a full, almost full screen carry. That spear though is gonna allow JustNasty to breathe back on full screen and then try to close in on the gap again. We do get the setup on invisible and open Koisy up, but it's not going to get as much damage. That low comes in as a meaty, and Koisy trying to challenge, finally able to get the overhead.
We're out. Grenade setup, or not grenade, goodness gracious. It's the smoke bomb setup, so we get invisibility. Deep cross it, that was a jump 1 right there. Very rare button for smoke, and that will do here. 2 all in the set. All right, so we did see a full screen setup where we have Hellfire, and that was to try to catch Koisy from jumping. And if Koisy did go for the jump setup to go for mid fireball, then that would have been a confirmed opportunity for JustNasty to get a full combo extension and set up the Oki once again. But since it didn't break down that way, it's just going to be JustNasty really trying to close the gap against Koisy here. Do we make this cameo switch? Because Scorpion's great. We're getting a lot of consistent routes. And yes, there it is. The Sub-Zero.
It's happening.
You remind me of my nephew, Thandris.
In what way, Your Majesty?
Oh, she has a nephew? I didn't know that.
Fight.
I don't think who that would be.
Right? It's like, okay, that name doesn't sound familiar to me. But here we go. Let's see what Koisy has in store. We do have the...
Oh, no.
Ooh, what an up-block call-out, but Koisy not so much ready for it, but winning the scramble right after.
Very consistent route. We have the low hat set up. Great block. We tried to get the armor through on the low hat, which would have helped out. Try to go for an up-block situation, but Koisy smothers all defensive options here from JustNasty to screen. And that'll do. That's a round in game 3.
Round 2.
Or, excuse me, game 5.
Bit of a float in. Okay, there we go. JustNasty adapted. Yeah, calling out.
But also connected with Kung Lao there, so we have a delayed timing on when Kung Lao returns. Again, see the bravery. You have to down 1 in a lot of these invisibility setups. Doesn't work every time, but it is still a very safe bet unless if JustNasty starts going for neutral jumps, which is then you'll go for the stand 1. There we go with the pump fakes on the meter build here with down back 4.
Okay, this is a good... This should actually... Yeah, I was going to say, this should kill. Because, again, Smoke is really good at killing with just straight-up optimals that are, like, basically meterless.
Yeah.
And then these Vicious Vapors also closing in on the gap.
Oh, yes.
Wow! That up block catching JustNasty, who Koisy's been trying to catch it at some point, but it's finally in this last round that Koisy is able to capitalize.
And that's where you start to dismantle Smoke's offense. The moment the opponent going up against Smoke discovers, hey, I can up block this sequence here, whether it be a back two or the forward 3-2, the Smoke player is definitely in trouble because now you've lost the opportunity to go for overheads. You're not conditioned to the opponent anymore. And this is a 3-2 victory. Koisy taking it over JustNasty.
Sub-Zero pick until that last match. So
yeah, you know, it's very interesting to see that Scorpion pick because again, there is Stryker on the other hand. But hopefully JustNasty makes that return. Of course, we will find out who JustNasty will go up against next. In this match, Sooneo versus Big Bird. The winner of this will be going up against JustNasty.
Big Bird on the Johnny Khameleon, where Sooneo, who's been, you know, the resident projectile zoner, has been really killing it with the Liu Kang and Stryker game. So let's see if it can help against Big Bird.
Yes, exactly. Shadow kicks. If that were a little bit higher, the Mileena pickup would have been fine. Might have wanted to go for Mileena ball to get a follow-up there instead. Oh, big punish, but missed it entirely. That one will hit.
Yeah, this is a big punish for Big Bird, who's going to be able to take that first round. Also, shout out to the Indiana Jones
Right?
outfit.
Yeah, that was a... What do they call this one? It's not Indiana Jones. It's like... oh, gosh. It's another state that they call it. All right, now it's down back 4. But unfortunately broke out early thanks to Stryker. Wasn't expecting the hit to come through.
Get a throw. Now, because this is Khameleon on Kitana, we can actually try to get a full-on throw combo. So it all, of course, it's all dependent on if you're on the Kitana variation for Khameleon. Okay, we have the armored Johnny pick that comes through. Low checks. And then we also open up Sooneo with that overhead that's just going to do some nice damage. Bring out the Jade Rang. Now it does get interrupted, but we still have... Oh my gosh, you have enough time for that parry too.
Yeah, that was very good though, because look at the corner position that you have. Could be able to spend in the fatal blow. Yeah, we're hitting the mark here. We're mashing it out for sure. What a good turnaround right there, thanks to that breaker. Last chance.
Oh, still alive.
There we go,
the
there we go.
grenades. Oh my gosh.
With a .99 left.
You know what's crazy is that comeback still could have happened because it's Johnny.
Yes.
So it's like, thank goodness Sooneo was able to get it, but now both of them trying to put themselves on the board.
Especially since it could have been a parry opportunity right there. If Big Bird had, or excuse me, if Sooneo had actually pressed a button on top of Johnny, that could have been even more of a threat. Nice pickup for corner carry. Mileena, did she hit? I don't think she hit there. I think we just finished with the Johnny route.
No, some of her sides actually did hit. Maybe not the full side.
Yeah.
But it was just enough so that the Johnny Nut Punch would still be. It was a very tight combo though. Like I can even tell that was like the last minute chance for that. Now he's gonna get punished, but breaker from Sooneo.
Nice. Oh, too far for the pickup there. Look at this one though. Nice finish.
Split the body in half.
I'd be shocked too. I'd be more than shocked that you just snapped me in two with that shadow kick.
Very
Actually, I'd just be dead,
there.
honestly. You know, like I'd just in shock. I'd pass out right away. If we're really talking now. But yeah, that turnaround could have really been different in that corner situation had the, you know, with the .99 health that was available. Like that is still very much doable for Johnny as long as we don't get touched, especially since there was fatal blow on deck for him.
I don't know how, but you made me even more perfect. If only I had made you more humble.
I love how Liu Kang's just like, I should have made you more humble. At the end of the day,
All sorts of regrets.
there was an attempt to whiff punish with the projectile, but Big Bird's speed, rather movement with Johnny is on the table. And we have, look at that hit stun into the Kitana fan lift.
Gonna get knocked back. Gonna watch low fireball. Nice. That was actually a duckable opportunity right there to get another punish. Or at least just like a down one interrupt. They would take the turn back. Nice. Perfect spacing here from Big Bird, but dropped the combo a little bit too early. We could have wrapped it up there. Oh, the flawless, very scary stuff here. Nice reset to throw.
Yeah. And because of the way that hit stun works and Johnny's kick, that was going to be the third hit. So that actually comboed.
Fireball does work out here for the Kitana assist. Johnny will take a little bit of damage for it. Either way, big follow-up here. Yeah, that definitely hit in that previous situation. That was just, it's a very light sound for the aerial size to confirm. Interesting.
Okay, slight jump-ins here. Good defense. Balls blocks the forward four. Does get grabbed, though.
Yeah, that block stun does not linger as long as you might think. Nice duck with the down four. Good God. Yeah, breaks early because of Stryker.
Yeah, I think Big Bird took that on purpose because that was that's 80 compared to just all that chip that could have landed. But this is not a good hit here for Big Bird. Oh, the almost just slightness there to try to punish, but just wasn't far enough, wasn't close enough, and also got up too quickly.
Yes. All right, got a nice little ground bounce here. Reset the situation with the safe jump too. Ooh, no punish though.
Oh, I like that. That was an actual continuation thanks to the Mileena size. The Razor Ranks go out again, and the distance is closing, but there's nothing to cover Big Bird's Johnny kick.
Jeez, yeah, got scooped up, blocking a little bit too long in the face of sooneo. Yeah, it's coming back for you. We are at least trying to, you know, manipulate the hurt box by going for jump 3, and then of course going for the air fireball. Yeah, that boomerang from Khameleon assist is definitely a little tricky to avoid. Nice.
That should be death here. Yep, into the brutal.
Jeez, and he's smiling about it. What is wrong with these people?
There you have it. So sooneo now on the board.
Liu Kang with the hardest album cover image I've ever seen. Stryker is not from New York from the medieval times? No, that is... Come on now. Y'all know what it is. That is definitely...
I will now demonstrate why
Yeah.
you sended those souls.
Anyway, Liu Kang coming back at it once again. You know, 1-all in the set.
I also love some of the references that Johnny has too.
They killed it with Johnny on this one. Come on.
He really, really did. I will say Big Bird's flawless blocks have been just on point today against sooneo, which I think is really crucial when you're coming against someone who's just very good at playing the stagger game and the projectile game too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is so important because one, you're removing the opportunity for meter build up, you chip damage help on top of it. Not able to get the curve quite yet, not close enough there. Good respect and expecting the boomerang to return, of course. Good call out there. Ooh, grenades helped out.
That would have been such a nice conversion from the air there after the grenade hit.
Yes.
No!
What a great follow through here to shut down the Stryker assist. And we're going to go into the next round with no assist available. Actually, no, it's building up a little bit here. So we'll get at least a 50% bar going into that next round.
Wow. Big Bird took it all with that fatal blow. I also love Khameleon's animations during that.
All right, shocking revelation from Stryker here. Oh.
What an anti! Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was
Beautiful
like
space.
still on the jumping like recovery, like the landing. Oh my god!
Really good back two, got the pickup, but Big Bird's opportunity to bring it back with no fatal blow this time. So it's all going to be honest offensive pressure. What a downward interrupt this time. Not going to get scooped up. So that's a big W here for the Big Bird. throw. Scary situation. You do have the boomerang to keep things safe while you make this approach. Another throw.
The good, oh my gosh, the good thing about these throws is that Sooneo cannot break from them, so he has to hold all of these. Another one!
Are you kidding me? All throws in the corner. We went back to a full screen situation and double dashed in to get that final throw. Sooneo was just not ready for it. It's one of those things you start seeing the opponent dash it up on you like that, put out that down 4. I mean, it's so much easier said than done. But I'm getting sick and tired of you dashing up on me like this. I'm definitely going to cover that ground with at least a down 4 to give you a stop on your approach.
You know, what, like, I know some people in chat are like, wow, Sooneo just got, like, thrown. The crazy thing about it all is that Sooneo had meter to work with for every single, for at least 3 of those throws. So the best thing that Sooneo could have done, if it was a matter of safety, could have just been armored dragon kicks, and that would have helped put back at that full screen where Sooneo wants to be. But the pressure and movement from Johnny and making you have to guess, that's what Johnny does. That is pure Johnny, like, fear right there.
Yeah, and the other additional layer of fear is the fact that we were wave dashing towards the corner. And you see that from Big Bird here, that down back 4, even if it was armored, you ran the risk of it getting blocked, you still would have got punished, and you're worse off than you were than try to, you know, anticipate the throw or even tech it. Immediate break from Big Bird.
Big Bird right once again in this low critical health.
Yeah, got the overhead there. So that was a big bet with the wave dash. That's not the assist that we were looking for here from Kitana. I guarantee you wanted fan as opposed to the vortex. Wow. Throw for throw. The Chicago punish.
It does put Stryker on a pause for cooldown, but don't think Big Bird wanted to have all of that cost of this health. So now we're back in that critical range, but again, Johnny has damage, movement, buttons, the works. So it really comes down to how these next wake up situations go. But there goes the armored. Again, Sooneo doesn't want to get grabbed again.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
all right.
My God.
That's right to this fatal blow. I think we live off this. We're at 264. I think we're okay. Mashing.
This is 950 health too.
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
Oh,
I think we were all right. I don't think that's what you wanted to input right there. And that will be a round for Big Bird. Close it. It's going to be round apiece. Game point for Big Bird. Oh, nice. Stand one. Set that breaker there. All right, so that's a ton of resources and a lot of free territory for Big Bird to walk this down, especially since they have a full bar themselves. Nice. Our parry with the full follow-up. Yeah, Sooneo tried to escape with the 4-4 string entirely, and Big Bird just chased down with a full string of their own.
This is just pressure right now here, but we do get the back throw from Sooneo, who, again, is just really trying to not be caught in that corner against Big Bird. Stopping the Johnny kick, there was no armor to stop those fireballs. Right. We're seeing some of those low profile hits too.
Yeah, and Big Bird is not getting a whole lot for these air fireballs. You are losing ground very fast, or excuse me, Sooneo is not getting a lot of ground for those aerial fireballs. I mean, losing ground against Big Bird. So that gives Johnny more opportunity to shut it down. Now that we've reached this range, Big Bird is definitely aware of that corner, so we're not going to press too hard. We want Sooneo to get in a very bad situation where we can get this anti-air. Let's see if we've got a challenge. Full meter available. You got 10 seconds left. Opener confirmed.
Oh,
no, but now he just needs pressure. And that'll do.
I don't think Big Bird believed in those staggers. Oh, we're gonna go into a fatality? Yo, Sooneo is spicy.
We're just waiting for that cooldown. That's all we're waiting for. Just need that moment to send a message at the very least of, hey, we're I'm gunning for that final position here. I'm trying to stay alive in this bracket.
It's coming down to another game 5 here in this top 8 side.
Yeah, and again, like, we found a lot of mileage out of the aerial fireball situation from Sooneo, and I'm really surprised it slowly chipped away at Big Bird eventually, because there was so much ground given up, and Big Bird had a great opportunity to go for armor leg through, but we just did not end up seeing it. I wonder if it was just the concern of, you know, Sooneo not throwing a fireball, and it might have blown up the armor anyways, because of how many projectiles are on screen. But nice, got her nut punch there. Gonna lock it down, still get interrupted by the boomerang effect.
Those grenades. Unfortunately, Big Bird was not close enough to actually hit Stryker to stop the grenades. So that's gonna happen in some of these instances, especially when Stryker can be appearing behind. And the Razor Rang's also disappearing on hit too.
That one right back at you. Just got the low profile. You can't chase in the air, but yes. Just get the elbow check full overhead here with the Hail Mary.
Ooh, that is gonna be it for Big Bird to be able to take this first round. That was very nice. Some of these hits getting those slight resets to really throw Sooneo off on the guard game.
Good forward throw. We might be able to get leg. No, we try to go for throw. Reset again. Too far.
Oh my gosh, another throw. Stop.
Nah. Not a single duck. No text on the throw. Slow. Expecting a high fireball here. Does work out. Stagger. Tries to go for a whiff spacing there. So Big Bird did try to press a down one. Sooneo was, or excuse me, I'm getting flopped over because of the position that Sooneo is in. But if Sooneo would have whiffed with down one, Big Bird would have been able to smother with that punish.
Khameleon out on that cameo assist bar. Gonna have to be put on pause. Get Stryker. No actual hit though. The overhead. Sooneo blocking it. Gonna get the forward throw.
Yeah, no up block either on that string, but the stand one anti-air immediate break was necessary here from Sooneo, because we could have sealed it with the amount of meter that we do have. 159 left for Sooneo.
19 seconds on the clock. Technically speaking, Big Bird can play it here. Oh, there it is! That's it!
Yeah, but do you have the no, it's just
no, it was just the instant team.
Yeah, the Candyman from gonna be sitting on Baraka this time, our first Baraka of the night. Yeah, we did get a little bit of Baraka representation at Frosty Faustings with Coach Steve. We can get a bit more of that, and we do have, I believe, 4 more codes left in the match arena, so thank you all for utilizing as many of those codes as you have so far. That's a big punish, and even though you have Stryker to commit with the challenge back, you do have to roll through there to kind of hit Stryker with the delay recovery.
This is an interesting matchup because I always see this one, and I feel like with Baraka, it's just he dishes out damage, but also has just that chip factor to it compared to Mileena. But dexydawg is actually what an anti-air, already showing why Mileena is such a strong character against Baraka in this matchup.
Yeah. Our Cottons are good picks against each other. Nice duck, actually being able to challenge that stand one there at the overhead 3, or the low 3, excuse me.
There goes that down one into the special move. And the grenades is going to keep that combo going.
Nice, the Bird of Prey opener, but even it still, grenades from Stryker shuts down the startup here. Candyman had a life deficit, but not too far off. The overhead does get blocked.
Yeah, going to Fatal Blow. I'm looking at just the health here. Just wanting to double check. I will say, yeah, we should be good because they did nerf the Fatal Blow. What's gonna happen here is that bleed that comes right after, which, as you can see, is just already pushing dexydawg in a very critical health state. Oh, wow! There goes that Mileena ball.
I don't think dexydawg, or excuse me, Candyman was even ready for that punish, but grenades will save the day. Just barely, though.
Final round. Fight.
I almost thought Dexy had that if it wasn't
Yeah.
for that like actual ball at the end with Stryker.
100%. And thank you so much, Tento, for the raid. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you for participating in TNS tonight as well.
Flawless blocking here
Flawless,
gets
yeah.
it down too. Yep, that's a good way to, especially against Baraka, whose entire kit, he still has to wait for those Stryker grenades to finish up, so he's going to be able to get hit with that down two. There goes that low into the another flawless block. Yep, down two. Keep doing that. Look at how much damage that down two does compared to getting hit with the grenades. Plus, you're back at full screen, so he has to come back. Candyman has to come back in these situations, whereas dexydawg can just stay patient.
Yo! All right, Mileena ball from the skies, get a full confirm. Dude, what a conversion there from dexydawg. 4.57 left. Caught you with the low ball. There's nothing you could do once you start jumping in. The only thing that they could have done was go for the air spin, right? I think that's the back forward 4, or is it the down forward 4? Either way, the aerial spin from Baraka would have carried you across the screen to avoid the Mileena ball. Trip guard here, so excellent game for dexydawg.
Okay. Again, really good Mileena. I'm enjoying it a lot. I like what Candyman was trying to do here, but honestly, dexydawg doing those down two punishes after the Stryker grenade, that's how you're going to be able to beat Stryker grenade in a lot of matchups. Very truthfully.
That is honestly a great trade for dexydawg in those situations, to your point, right? Of just, you take less damage than the down two, you're very easily, making a safe investment into the future victory that you're, mounting against your opponent here. And unfortunately, no follow-up from Candyman, so dexydawg going to take advantage of the stand one interrupt. Nice ball. Once again to punish the sparks from Baraka here.
What a whiff punish. Punishing that down one and then fully converting off of it. dexydawg already up with that round.
Round 2. Fight.
No follow-up there. The 4-3 does get blocked. And we don't particularly take our turn. We try to go for sweep, to go for a faster option and try to challenge. Nice break from Candyman. You're at your full screen situation, but you got to respect that Sareena. Yes, he can throw a single spark, but with the easy confirm that Sareena offers, and I don't see these grenades really helping you out as much as you think they are. I mean, we've been summoning Stryker grenades throughout this entire set, and they have just not been doing any work here for Candyman every single time. dexydawg has been Mileena balling through, avoiding the explosions, and still able to continue their routing into the sky, just taking big damage for Mileena here.
Those hits are so clean too. I love seeing when players make those hits and actually landing them so cleanly for a really good hit confirms. It's such a satisfaction as a fighting game viewer. Just simply seeing how, like, again, you see Dexy very well aware of how Candyman is playing with Baraka, and it's very difficult to stop Candyman.
Sareena, Stryker, Sindel.
Yeah. I mean, it's both characters are very much like, hey, we just need that one hit, right? Dexy is definitely more capable of hitting that 50% life lead off of a single meter burn combo. Candyman also very capable of doing the same thing. Round start is definitely going to be huge for who gets that first hit bonus. And that's going to be Dexy. Yeah, very good flawless.
Also completely missing or avoiding rather the Stryker grenades too with that ball roll.
Yeah, every single time. Like I said, like despite you having Stryker, which normally is a safety net, Dexy has been able to challenge every single time without a care in the world.
Bit of a trade there. Again, Dexy choosing to go for a full reconfirm. Okay, we got the Sareena blades as well. And that's also corner advantage for dexydawg, who's going to be able to get the 4th row.
Oh,
Yep.
geez, the overhead was not ready. I'm surprised we had that meter too. We could have done a down forward 2.
Remember, that is meter that can be saved for in case Candyman
Very fair.
launches. 'Cause, like right there, exactly right there. You want to be on that advantage. Also, Dexy is the aggressor in these matches, so they will be able to get a second bar of breaker if they hit enough times.
Yep, that's true.
Oh, we got mixed with the low strings.
Ooh.
And the pizza plates too.
Yeah, even if you did hit with that down 2, you would have had to respected the recall from Sareena's kunai toss there. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's Hail Mary for sure. Dex is going to take that one clean. 3-0 over the Candyman. No cavities for me tonight, please. Thank you. And yeah, getting right into it here with Liu Kang and Sindel.
Despite what
Saw
you think,
Motaro for Sindel
I
too,
am
so
not a puppet.
that's going to be an interesting change.
Yeah, I've actually heard from Sindel mains that this is a really good way to mix people up with Motaro's low projectile.
Yeah, you're going to get all those plus frames. You also get to reflect as long as Motaro is walking. Low fireballs do get reflected. Oh, geez, perfect. That is actually very difficult to punish because it's a little misleading whether or not the Sindel is going to do the follow-up on the 4-1.
Okay, we actually get Motaro out, so that's going to be a very long cooldown. It was not paused. It just stuck there very quickly and came back.
I lied. There's no cooldown whatsoever. Oh no, teleport could have been bad. No punish off the missed EX dragon kick.
The projectiles go out, and MightyUnjust is going to be able to jump in. Gets the grab going.
Yeah, we preemptively set up shield because I guarantee Koisy has the information from previous sets that MightyUnjust is going for air fireballs here with Liu Kang.
Now teleport. Fadeable? No, we're gonna save it. Gets to reset. Ooh, that was a flawless block.
Yeah, right off that jump too. That was actually crazy. There we go. Push back. 14 seconds left. The back throw, not quite sealing the deal, but the 4-1 Lush Shaker will. And there's no opportunity to armor through that one. You were gonna die either way, unless if you woke up flawless block.
That was an attempt to teleport, probably a missed input. Trying to get the low projectile, but we do get that screen. Now this is going to be Koisy's corner completely.
Got the snap for a quick charge of Motaro. I'm screaming like that too. If a centaur like that picked me up, like.
Mind you, it's by your head too, so the amount of pressure and strength is like, what is going on?
Why?
Okay, I like that teleport. It was the safe way to get out of the corner, but we do still get hit by that overhead. Here's the lovely grab into Tele.
Oh, nice check with the down 1. You have to hold that. That was the single, and that's the gamble you take. Is it going to be the triple tail shot, or is it the 1? Great open from Koisy here to take that first game.
Beautiful stuff here from Koisy. As expected, this is gonna be, you know, a match against Titans, truthfully.
Wait, Sindel a Titan? No.
One day. One day.
One day could be. Could be. In this new era, does Liu Kang allow that to happen?
You know what's crazy? She's still the most powerful in the realm, if you think about it.
Was that right? Like, just she has that sorcerer's capability, that she's the most powerful in the realm?
Remember, and she has the world of, like, in the previous timeline, she literally had the world of Edenia, like, it all rested
Oh, that's
on her
right.
shoulder.
Yeah.
And then, mind you, she is still a powerhouse in this timeline. The only difference is that she has Outworld and Edenians in the same place. So she's very much a strong contender.
I completely forgot. She annihilated all the MK roster and MK9 lane. All right, we do see some of this advancing Motaro though from Koisy. It is a little late every now and again, but still a great tool to utilize against this low fireball here from MightyUnjust. Just to go for the triple fireball for the plus frames. Nice.
I think what Koisy just wants is like those small staggers into resets for these opportunities, like right now how we're seeing. So this is a perfect opportunity. There you go, exactly like that. Because that is 3 projectiles that go out, and then this is a clean hit confirmed for Koisy. I'm kind of surprised that didn't kill, but I think we just wanted to save that bar.
Yeah.
Round 2, fight.
Nice float. No, you're not anti-airing me. No, siree. Let's pick up here. Motaro actually going for the triple shot. No follow-up. I don't think Koisy has one ready yet then. It's a weird interaction out of that corner to get the full follow-up. Gonna be waiting a little bit. We do get that armor cartwheel through.
Going away.
Yeah. I'm surprised we didn't see air fireball as you know, Koisy was eventually going to come down there. We waited long enough for that. MightyUnjust going to get restood. And this fatal blow actually will seal the deal. And you see it was immediate spend because look at that meter just getting the breaker.
Yup. That was going to be super dangerous for Koisy if that bar came back too quickly. But thankfully, Koisy was very well aware of that. He's trying to get as much optimal as possible. And then now up 2-0 against the MightyUnjust. Koisy wanting to get into this grand finals.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do like the variance and pacing for MightyUnjust on low fireball. I think that was a great call out because then that removes the opportunity for Motaro to go for regular reflect. It has to be the walking reflect for Motaro to work out. As we saw for the beginning of that last game, Koisy was getting called out time and time again to try to set that up, which removed the possibility of MightyUnjust doing it again, but also gave MightyUnjust the opportunity for a jump in that Koisy wasn't particularly ready for since they were already knocked down with that fireball.
Despite what he believes, I am not a puppet master.
One thing that I think will need to happen here is MightyUnjust is going to need to close in and apply his own pressure, like that we know very well of Kang, but it's just so hard when you have like some of these hair lust shakers from Koisy on top of the fact that Motaro's also just...
Woo!
What?
It was the side swap right there. It's just, we summoned it before Liu Kang had flopped over us on the other side. But yeah, you know, to your point, Lust Shaker, that 4-1 from Sindel, it just has such a great reach. And it's difficult for Liu Kang to really get in. The back 2 is a great call. Nice air-to-air. We'll avoid that low hat, so Koisy still gets the pressure forward once again. Yeah, triple fireball setup. And because the air fireball from MightyUnjust gave us plenty of time to avoid the rest of the assist from Koisy, this wraps it up. No, the breaker, last moment there. Interesting. I don't know. That's an expensive spend for the life point you were at.
Koisy was playing too much with their food with that float there. And then on top of everything, again, like you mentioned, that expensive spend. Hopefully MightyUnjust can capitalize after that momentum. But there goes that straight jump kick that's going to be able to land with that scream. Again, it's still a very expensive round that Koisy had, so we're going to have to build up all of those resources again.
The stagger pressure and no challenges here. From the single fireball opportunity. There's the trade, not in the favor of MightyUnjust though. Does have a resource lead. Koisy gonna have that Motaro set up. We go for the float, try to bait out an anti-air opportunity.
Technically speaking, Koisy can just play full swing. But that teleport, again, playing with that float is getting more and more dangerous. We do have that breaker, so at least Koisy's gonna utilize it. But there goes the double dragon kick. No, it dropped, but no, falling spot to avoid the 4-4 damage.
Yeah, that was great. It all fell apart with that teleport there from MightyUnjust. Koisy trying to, you know, again, bait out those anti-airs with the float and trying to summon Motaro to really dissuade MightyUnjust from sending out those fireball opportunities. We've seen it working out very well. You try to run away with, you know, backing off with Koisy's Sindel, going for the zoning opportunity. We don't get a lot of the full screen fireball setups with Motaro anyways, because Motaro's primary function is to stop MightyUnjust from zoning out with not only Lao Hat, but also the aerial fireball and low fireball. But MightyUnjust still finding an opportunity with the teleport. That's the adjustment that we're seeing for the previous 2 games. Is we saw it a couple times, but now we're timing it on the fall down from Koisy's float. And I guarantee we're going to see more aerial fireball action from TheMightyUnjust in this set too.
I think Koisy, hopefully, right, in this next game, we should see a little bit less of those floating patterns and more of like a grounded approach when it comes to those closer games that we're seeing. So right now it's just been projectile, reflecting projectile, especially with that King Lao hat. That's also been saving. Oh, we did reflect the fireball as well too.
Yeah, and you got to notice too the fact that TheMightyUnjust is really doing a great job of walking Koisy down. They're running out of room to escape, and that's even more opportunity for TheMightyUnjust to go for the teleport, set up the fire pillar. That's back two after teleport from throw. And now you got that corner. Again, we're going to get another one. We need a little bit more time here for Kung Lao to come back for another one of those, so Koisy has some opportunity, whether it be cartwheel. Oh, nice, but no challenge there. It's still TheMightyUnjust's turn. Yeah, can't do that. Not at that range. That gives plenty of opportunity for Motaro to go for push. And we can play the runaway game all we want to. No air fireball, but the up block will succeed. TheMightyUnjust with another round.
I really liked that corner pressure. If you noticed, it was like a dash up and then going for a meaty throw. Usually you would expect the forward 4 to catch you off guard in those situations, but TheMightyUnjust is just ready to try to counter. The dragons and the projectiles just being reflected back as Koisy's just trying to wind down that health again.
And you notice we had opted, instead of going for another fireball, we took the opportunity to try to refresh our assist after the assist ended, so it recovers much faster. Again, if we can shut down Motaro here, no challenge there. You can try to go for a punish. I think we had an opportunity there, if anything. Low hat tried to catch Koisy, lacking, but the back two pickup does carry over to the corner. There's that 4-4. No challenge here from Koisy, though. Good route. Resets for a throw.
Yeah, I like the...
oh, no.
Can we block that? Do we do?
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
we do. And that should be it for this round so that Koisy can clean it up. I really like that a lot of Sindels do those back throws because it's the perfect spacing for her hair and any pickups, especially when it comes to the backdash.
We're gonna play that zoning game once again, whittling away at TheMightyUnjust's health. And we're getting very consistent with the forward approach, but a jab out on Motaro, so there'll be a minute before Motaro comes back for an assist. Too high for that fireball.
Hat goes
Nice.
out, but then there goes that air fireball to catch Koisy's float. Right in time, Motaro comes to the shield. What a pickup! Oh!
Right, nice respect on the wake up there. A challenge from Koisy. Very brave one at that. Not quite there and tying things up in terms of health. Then the up block, yeah, it does recognize the situation. That's Koisy generally kind of float right above the opponent, try to see if they're going to put out an option. Because there was low hat below them, you couldn't come down as fast as you wanted to try to challenge the up block.
Koisy's gonna have to walk TheMightyUnjust down. Motaro's coming back closely. Ooh. There goes the reflect shield, but the sweep from TheMightyUnjust and the interrupt where Koisy's gonna be using breaker here.
Yeah, made a position where you just can't move. It's going to be a fireball war as the time runs down. But the dragon kick to bet it all. What a Hail Mary from TheMightyUnjust with 9 seconds left. And honestly, that could have just been relax, full screen, go for a fireball war. But at the same time,
Sareena, that's been really good to help with contesting that full screen, especially with those double blades.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you know, you want to talk about combo ability. You know, Khameleon on the side of Big Bird here. We saw a few routes there utilizing Mileena aerial pickup. We're not really seeing a whole lot of the Kitana utilization. We do see it sometimes with, you know, zoning, right, with Kitana. But otherwise, it's mainly floating around Mileena Jade follow-up for Big Bird. But Dexy, Bird of Prey starter here. Nice side swap even.
And again, really big pickup. What I love about Sareena's Blaze is that she adds not only damage, but it provides the perfect opportunity to get the most optimal. And what an insane closeout for that first round. To then, again, really show proof what we're saying about dexydawg's Mileena. It is very good, very knowledgeable, and can catch a lot for any type of character to be checked.
Absolutely. Ooh, see, we did see this particular routing, right, where we go after throw for the Kitana aerial lift, which we do see across the cast that you can get a pickup after throw with that. And Big Bird wasn't getting a lot of consistency out of it. This time around, we will get that confirmed for corner. But Dexy with a great throw to side swap. Same thing for Big Bird, though, with another aerial grout follow-up.
Good staggers here from Big Bird in that 1-2, and then we go for that grab where we saw Big Bird earlier really utilizing the staggers into that grab game, but dexydawg's gonna challenge for Big Bird to enter that breaker, and another breaker from dexydawg.
Very big lead here. Looking for down 3 interrupts for the quick little poke. We're gonna hold on to the cameo in the background. We don't really have a lot of solid confirm opportunities until it became Jade, but Dexy's still able to go with the roll.
Yeah, and that also did extra damage because of the pickup on Khameleon. So
yeah.
up block, clean and simple, dexydawg said.
Yeah, honestly, the full Kingdom Hearts special with the up block from Dexy, we didn't even have to, go for it. We could have just down 2 and it'd been a wrap.
I'm glad you understood my Kingdom Hearts reference, Zero.
You know you can't throw Kingdom Hearts around me all willy-nilly like that. I'm definitely calling it.
Was sad we didn't get Kingdom Hearts 4 news, but it's okay. We'll get it. We'll get it soon.
Yeah, Sora's still living, unfortunately, so there's that problem.
That's crazy that you would say that. Of course he's gonna still live.
Why is he gotta be the Goku of this series, okay? Like, seriously. What are we doing?
It's nerfed every single beginning. What are you talking about?
Kingdom Hearts was Riku's story all along. Just Sora got in the way.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so game 2, we're going in here. A strong showing from Dexy, of course, because that is the tear that they've been on throughout this bracket so far. The Big Bird, nice pickup.
Oh, and there goes that hit stun range again to get the fan lift. But the micro touch from dexydawg was ready to go. Okay, gets the overhead and then the sweep going.
Break, we do get that space to push out of the corner. Staggers, and that's what makes Johnny so scary. We've talked about that before. The stagger pressure from, oh my god, this duck. We'll get back to that in a second here, because that duck was critical for Dexy to wrap this round up and only needs a single touch. But we might answer back.
I wonder if
lift?
No.
It's
no. Okay. dexydawg. Oh, yep.
Yes.
Okay.
See, we're getting a little trying to sneak in a lot of these throws, and that's the second time that Dexy for sure called out ducks. But to our point earlier, like, Johnny's scary because of the stagger pressure, because we know for a fact that a lot of his strings you can up block, but it's about the win. And it's not necessarily if Johnny does that, because depending upon the cameo they have backing them up, they can still just pressure into pressure with delay string. A good route from Dexy, getting a side swap on top of it so we can get some breathing room out of this corner.
Yeah, because of the also too that those razor rings are focused on, it's a little hard to try to get a punish going compared to when Sareena's blades go out in that so closely when you're in that lane. But dexydawg already out of that corner is now trying to contest this full screen. He's gonna jump to avoid the razor blades, but Big Bird was ready to call it out. We get that overhead hit in the string. And
you woke up and said, I'm gonna press 1, because why not? That's why it's the first button. It's number 1. 2-0 lead right now for Dexy.
What plays here from Dexy? Oh my god.
That's how you feel, huh? Just so you know what? I got Johnny on top of me. What if I pressed 1? Okay, cool.
What?
Yeah, so your offense getting called out a lot, right? As Big Bird, you're going for the stagger and to throw pressure. Dexy committing to just ducking at the right moments here, like starting to notice the tendencies of, hey, Big Bird, stop pressing buttons. I'm betting the throws coming through here. And that's what we're trying to condition as Big Bird. You're trying to delay pressure because you want them to think that you're going to throw, and or at least like be unable to guess when the next string is going to follow up, because you don't want to get caught with the mid. Granted, Johnny's starters are all high, so it's a fair bet to go like, I duck and then pull the trigger for a flawless block right after.
Most definitely. This time the Jade Ring actually hitting, this time on Dexy. I'm gonna get the fan lift again. I feel like with the purpose of that fan lift, not getting as much value, I feel like that could be there. Not too sure if that's like the most optimal, but at least it keeps Big Bird on the same side. And we do have that flawless block there from Dexy, but these trades are gonna be in the favor of Big Bird. Finally, this back throw is gonna be able to put Big Bird in that corner for Dexy.
Nice, got our throw situation here. Tall order for Dexy, but a confirmed off the cameo assist from Sareena. It's at some point, I'm curious, we've not seen a whole lot of curse set up here from Dexy. But hey, burn all the meter. Why spend a curse when I could burn all of my opponent's meter and win neutral in this next interaction potentially? But Johnny gonna get the throw. One more touch. Yeah, the fireball not gonna work out. It does remove the armor for the first hit. There you go, the spin. Nice. The explosivity of Mileena, so difficult to predict. But on the other side of the coin, a shadow kick could have done the same thing.
You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. That would have been both sides trying to do the same thing. And I feel like Big Bird's a little more hesitant to do that because there's not a cameo that can really cover if it gets blocked.
Yeah.
So it's like less inclination to do so. Focus more on let's get in openings and damage.
Yeah, because the way that Big Bird is approaching, it's just spectacular. We do have the wave dashing coming through, so we're able to block pretty quickly so long as we're, you know, not committing to a button after the dash. Dance continues. Just duck a lot of fireballs, but so cautious because we know that Mileena ball is just, it's right there. Nice, got the anti-air.
Yeah, that's why it's always recommended with the Razor Rings right now to try not to jump them too much, especially against characters like Johnny. But dexydawg's not gonna let that phase them. We have some of these mid staggers, ducks the sides, but doesn't duck the mid, or rather can't duck the mid, but doesn't avoid the mid.
Yeah, try to get the stand one anti-air, but Big Bird was already too deep on the jump in. Khameleon, you act like you did something. You know, she's over there like, I did it. Meanwhile, Johnny's getting pieced up. Like, what is, really?
She did something. She added block stun. That's more important.
Okay, yeah. I'm still getting hurt. I died over here. All right. Oh, jump out though. Nice with the stand one interrupt.
Big Bird's gonna have to hold all this damage too. We're gonna get the double side Sareena blades. And then that's gonna be a very good. Oh my gosh, like 45%. Yeah.
I mean, Mileena is just on the cusp of being a two-touch character, depending. And in this health situation for Johnny, you are absolutely that two-touch character. And dexydawg taking it 3-0 in the loser semis here. The brutality to finish. Will advance to go against the mighty Unjust.
Now, with El Cucuy, it didn't work out too well because there were a lot of big drops. Was the change to Tremor? Let me double check here. Yep, it was Tremor.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be an interesting change. Dexy been working with that Mileena, so let's see how it works. But we already got that jump in, taking out the low dragon, and another grab to get the full Tremor combination going.
Yes, and this is exactly why we see a lot of Reikos picking Tremor just for that pickup. Which is interesting. It doesn't function quite like Jax pickup after the throw, but it's very interesting to see because Jax has that similar ground pound interaction, but I don't think you can quite get the follow-ups that Reiko with Tremor can get. All right, so we have to try that full screen to deal with the zone. And flawless block is going to be your great toolkit here defensively at full screen because then you're not going to take the damage, but the duck, immediate punish, Unjust with the breaker. Whoa, that was early. That was a jump to while rising, not while falling. Does open up a punish opportunity for TheMightyUnjust for this corner, which is exactly where Mighty wants to be. But you have to be careful since Dexy had meter. So there's a little bit of hesitation on the next meaty interaction.
Most definitely. Also, we know that Dexy is micro ducking those throws and challenging them, so it's even more of a tougher time to try to actually grab Dexy off of those similar setups. But we do get the teleport that catches the recovery lane.
All right, 4+, got the push back. Nice. Yeah, immediate break though. Yeah, because that would have been full corner carry, and we're still going to get it. The bravery to just keep running up. You have low hat to back you up. There's not much that Reiko could do. You could have done like a pretty unpredictable double leg takedown and would have armored through the low hat. And then it would have been a matter of, does MightyUnjust block or challenge for the second hit to push me out?
That could have been dangerous,
Yeah.
regardless if it was an up block or just an anti-air. But dexydawg is going to keep that corner.
374 thanks to the Tremor assist, but it'll be a long time before Tremor can come back and give you that opportunity again.
Versus Kung Lao teleport as well. Get the last teleport, and we're gonna armor through. Very nice there from Dexy. Now, of course, no full combo. Oh, what a punish! It was such a good usage of the whip punish to get the grab going from dexydawg towards MightyUnjust.
Yeah, gonna get these flawless blocks coming in. Nice duck. Yo, Dexy's accuracy with flawless blocks is insane right now because, again, that's no chip damage. You're reducing the meter build for your opponent, and you have life lead. You're making them come closer to whip this throw opportunity. Nice. Should be killing and does succeed. Dexy with that first game.
Do not grab dexydawg. That is what Dexy is literally saying to everyone. Do not grab me. It will not work.
Yeah, very great reactions here and awareness from dexydawg. Yeah, since the last time we saw Dexy, it was, you know, as the Fruity Fetus points out in the chat too, it was Koisy. So it will be that run back here if Dexy can advance against MightyUnjust. And it's that practice that you get for the zoning game that you're going to go up against. Because it is going to be Sindel up at the top here if Dexy continues with it.
Round 1. Fight.
Backhand this projectile where we do see that switch though to Motaro, which
Yes.
is really good.
Yeah, it does not want to deal with all the shuriken. I don't know of anyone that really does want to deal with Reiko shuriken. So if you can keep zoning out against your opponent, that will help because that is a lot of what we've seen MightyUnjust representing in their game plan. Ooh, couple down ones, but a little bit too far. With punish for Dexy, and again, we go right back. Mid-screen zoning. No opportunity for Motaro, though.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing a lot of Motaro here except for some particular instances. Gonna get the teleport to continue the throw combo.
Yes.
This could be 22%.
I do like this functional shift, right, for Motaro because that teleport is still there that we saw from Kung Lao. You still get that opportunity, but you still get the plus frames from the triple low fireball from Motaro and back with Reflect on top of it. So it makes zoning difficult, but I do want to see MightyUnjust representing that a bit more because we saw Koisy doing that against them. So we can see if this will you know, work out for MightyUnjust in this match. There we go, push back. Go right back to the zoning again. And you have to worry about that mid-range too. Nice. Let's go for the triple.
Ooh,
go.
no punish, but that was still catching dexydawg there.
Carry back to the mid-screen. Nice. Oh, but didn't believe in it. This one we do.
And honestly, it was a good thing not believing in it because that was the optimal way. Spent that meter, and now we're going into that game 3 round, or round 3 round.
Ooh, what an up block here from Dexy.
Solid up blocks.
We're able to get that full extension after the fact, and already almost has a 50% life lead. Stacker pressure to throw. We'll get a teleport.
I like that ender of the with that teleport too at the end for MightyUnjust because that leaves Dexy closer.
Very cheeky parry attempt right there. Dexy not biting into it. Ooh. Interesting. Is that Motaro that disappeared out of nowhere?
Oh no, that's not good with the Tremor. This should give at least a good 30%
Oh, yeah.
up. There it goes.
Even as a corpse, you're disappointing.
Brutality.
Rude.
Reiko.
He is rude. He's such. Listen, he's as someone as I was talking at Frosty's. General Shao is the bully in the high school or the jock in the high school, and
Yeah.
Reiko is literally the one that follows. Is like General Shao says, "You suck," and Reiko's like, "You suck!" Ha ha.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
oh,
what
yeah,
were
yeah.
we supposed to be doing?
It's Bulk and Skull, ultimately.
Tremor.
Yeah, Bulk and Skull out here. Bulk is General Shao, Skull is Reiko.
Hanging gun.
You created Outworld?
Or you could
And
do
I only want what's
Wedge
best
and
for it.
Biggs.
Which pigs? Yeah, could do that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Final Fantasy VIII version.
Final Fantasy. I was gonna say, like, you have to call it the specific version because they weren't bullies in Star Wars. All right, so. All right, opting for Khameleon this time is MightyUnjust. A great up block. No, we've got a different cameo every single round here.
Yeah, this has been a struggle for MightyUnjust to figure out dexydawg now. Okay. You're gonna be bringing out those shurikens.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
interesting. It's interesting seeing MightyUnjust go for the air size, just because Dexy hasn't really been jumping, has been keeping
Yeah.
keeping a really grounded game more than anything.
It might have just been the expectation that we had Jade there, or like we
yep.
were just going to transfer into it, or wanted a faster change to Jade. Down 4 though, does get the poke. Nice Mileena ball. And succeeds. And also, you'll notice here that we're spending meter to burn through the shuriken with the standard fireball. So that helps out, at least in the zoning game. Nice lift, and kept it safe with the low fireball, so it does allow for Liu Kang to make that approach. Back to, no. That's got to be a misinput. Probably supposed to be ball, because often you'll see after the back 2, players will be just ducking the
nice
follow-up on
combo.
the 3. Yeah.
0-0. This could have been led into like an actual 30%. I saw Ninja Killer do this.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, that was very dangerous for dexydawg. Thankfully, dexydawg is gonna get out of that corner, tries to go for the overhead.
4-4. Has meter and will succeed in spending it here. That's a game for MightyUnjust, stopping the momentum, but still a tall order, and Khameleon might be the pick here because of that versatility. Again, the Swiss Army knife of cameos currently in Mortal Kombat 1.
I agree with you there. That this leads into a lot, and I think it fit perfectly for the MightyUnjust. I'm curious if Dexy's gonna switch characters.
Kang. Mileena.
Yeah, I kind of figured, because now that Kung Lao is out and Motaro is out, Dexy can just play the Sareena Mileena game.
Yeah, but what's crazy is that we're losing out on the zoning game here at this point. And to still pick Mileena as your backup, I mean, not Mileena, excuse me, Sareena as your backup. Like, granted, she does have those confirms, the double sai, or double disc toss, but we're looking for that explosivity to really kind of keep Liu Kang at bay. And look, you already spent your assist here, 50% down, and you got no confirm for it. You can't roll through. You have to try to bait out for teleport. The jump ball, we've definitely seen for sure, really challenge some of these fireball situations.
And the fireball actually hits Sareena, so that let the Dexy not having to take as much damage or a knockdown position.
Great starter. Yeah, that's definitely tough. Able to get the side swap again. Doesn't matter what assist MightyUnjust is picking, we still have a side swap after throw. Nice. Counter hit with throw.
And we're gonna get the Jade Glow as well. But it is gonna be the ball that's gonna come from the air. Check.
Oh! Oh, side swap and drop the back 2-3.
Oh, no. I think for Mileena's ball roll, it's stand and then low, if I'm not mistaken. So it can be a little tricky. Again! That is not good for MightyUnjust. This is not the start that he needed. Okay, yep. Use breaker early here for Dexy to avoid getting all of that damage. And there goes the breaker from MightyUnjust. early as well, so good timing from both. Flawless blocking from Dexy to avoid the chip damage from the dragons.
Oh.
Gosh, look at
Fireball
this.
really chipping away here. It does work out since you have Jade in the background, waiting for the Kitana charge. Just go low. Oh, you're so lucky that Kitana charge that come through in time there. That would have been the follow-up with low.
Right now, dexydawg is the one that's losing the health the most.
Yeah.
And it's because of the fact that Sareena's blades are high, so you could just duck those.
Oh.
Oh, didn't call out the grab. And then we got the Kitana fan lift right after the grab.
Oh, try to get a little early there. Nice ducking the throw. We do have Fatal Blow and can spend it. This should actually... Ooh, hold on. Hold on. We're at 322. Hold on, folks.
Okay, one.
Yeah, it'll be one more interaction.
That's it. It's it. Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
No, you got it. You got it. 514. Good Lord.
Dexy
Wow.
taking it from the mighty unjust.
Qualifier match here to lead into the winner's side top 8. But yeah, you're sitting on a winner's high right now, opting for Mileena, still backing up with Sareena here. Sindel, Kung Lao from Koisy, of course. And let the game begin. Aerial Mileena ball does avoid the low hat. Nice. Ooh, and yeah, immediately had the air fireball to interrupt that Mileena ball. Koisy ready for it. Fool me once. We'll get that again. And it is forcing every single time dexydawg making the conscious decision to go for the air Mileena ball to try to avoid low hat. Doesn't want to get caught with the high-low mix. Just wants to challenge in the air immediately.
Once again, that pressure string or offensive block string that Koisy does is so potent. Trying to have to like actually challenge, but what a punish there thanks to the Kung Lao hat to fully convert off of it.
Yeah, and it's gotten to a point now that Koisy is betting the fact that Dexy is going to try to navigate around low hat. Koisy just needs to wait because Dexy's going to commit the ball, but the jump 3 will get anti-air by a stand 1 from Dexy. I'm not sure where we're backing off here.
Both players have breaker, so I think there was
Right.
a breaker. Something that Dexy has been, or rather Koisy's been more used to know. So Koisy trying to be that defensive. And again, we've seen Koisy in this full screen portion of it.
Ooh.
Oh, that overhead.
Yeah, shut down the 4-1 there. We got the float with 4 seconds left here. And as long as, yeah, Koisy doesn't open up, there's nothing Dexy could have done outside of just a raw fatal blow. In a weird position, that was a down 3 range there, of course, for Dexy, making a great call to start things off in the round. Like, you'll notice, too, throughout this entire bracket, Koisy's been very well reserved to sit full screen when they get a substantial life lead. It's totally fine for them to kind of hang out. They'll throw out Kung Lao if you get too close, or even just challenge with Fireball now and again, and really trying to force Dexy to waste their resources. Like, Koisy's chilling.
Yeah, make your opponent very uncomfortable in being in this full screen, especially as that timer is just ticking down.
Yeah.
But yeah, Koisy's gonna be able to get some offensive block string going.
Go.
Finally opening up Dexy with the grab.
4-1, the Lush Shaker, open up low. There's your high, confirm. Beautiful conversion here to, you know, of course, get this corner situation set up one more time with another low hat. You know, the way we cycle these routes in too, Koisy is rebuilding your assist meter during the aerial route that Koisy takes the opponent on. So you're able to constantly cycle back into that Oki setup with low hat over and over again. And Dexy unable to find an answer out of here. And I mean, what can you really do outside of just try to guess the hard to blockable situation and then try to stand one the float from Sindel? And it's such a tight window for Dexy to really kind of find that low block and high block immediately after. That Koisy is winning a lot of these corner interactions time and time again. Reiko's the pick, though.
And this will, with those shurikens, will actually contest a lot of what Koisy's trying to do within the mid-air screen. So yeah.
Also, just wanted to give a quick shout out. Thank you so much for utilizing all those Matcherino codes. We are currently at $65 even in donations. All the codes have been used, but there are sponsor quests that you can still utilize to get free money into the pot. We still accept direct contributions. A single dollar goes a long way, folks. Just like a single throw can send you full screen here. A meter fireball to challenge those shuriken again.
Looks like it's Koisy who's going to be really taking advantage of breaking Reiko's armor right here.
Yeah.
And dexydawg is just not going to have any meters to actually break away. It's going to have to hold all of this. And also, second guessing on those armor interrupts is really huge because that's just one layer now that you have to worry about and you're not too sure still.
Quick and simple. Not going to be able to get the scoop. We got the armored cartwheel to come through. And the hat is in the background and giving Dexy a moment of pause there to not even be able to challenge. All right, Koisy opting for full screen. Wants to go for that fireball setup so he can blast through shuriken. Not going to get the opportunity though. Nice knee from Dexy. Doesn't get the job done.
And there goes that float to try to bait out any anti-air or sweeps that Dexy's trying to do. That specific move is very difficult to punish. Trying to up-block it as well. So dexydawg not going to take advantage to try to challenge. And it's Koisy who's going to take back this corner. Again, with that King Lao hack, gets the opening. Dexy's not going to have enough time, I think, for the breaker. Y'all right there in the last seconds of those hits. But the King Lao hack cleans it up.
As Chris G said, there is some potency in the art of doing absolutely nothing. And that's all that we've seen in that last corner interaction was Koisy set up low hat, floated right in the face of dexydawg, and did nothing. Just floated there and let you get hit by the hat to then get the follow-up with the jump too. That is the power of doing nothing in a fighting game.
Sindel.
All right, we're going into this game 3. Koisy, who's had a very dominant performance on the winner's side in a couple of close calls, but really showing out. And then dexydawg, whose loser's run has been insane and has been on a tear from the beginning.
Round 1. Fight.
The last opportunity here.
We're back on the Mileena pick.
Yeah. For a couple floats here. No Kung Lao setup. I think we're trying to bait out an air ball from Mileena. And Sareena already got struck, so it's going to be a long time. Look how long we're still locked out because of the summon there.
Oh, there's a good teleport. That's also going to be a launcher teleport. So this is going to equal to quite a bit, 35%, not too bad. And it's going to give enough time for Sareena to come back as well. So we'll see those blades coming out just in time. But Koisy's flawless blocking them.
This time Koisy being very patient, despite being at a life deficit, staying on a max range away from, like a reactable range from Mileena ball, max range from Sai. And again, look at that. The finger point from Sindel shutting down Sareena very quickly, so they were stunned out for a while. And this gives Koisy the opportunity to kind of follow through.
This lost block here from dexydawg is going to answer with the mid. Let's get a jump two for a bit of a delay on it. We have a throw tech. Good call out on that back throw. Very common for Sindels to try to utilize that back throw. Oh, we got the float in to avoid the Sareena blades. 5 seconds on the clock. The duck on the throw. And that's going to cost Koisy that round.
Yeah, yeah.
Round 2.
With 3 seconds left, it still could have been anyone's game there. I mean, a single strike, like significant combo rather, would have worked out either way. All right. Fair point. Cartwheel, wrong timing for Dexy to start opening up. Lush Shaker does get the restand with the scream. Oh, geez. Yeah, too far for the jump two.
Good pickups here from Dexy, and actually a really good position because Koisy's now in only 42 points of health. Gonna have to try to make something. It's practically almost 3 hits, give or take, to really clean it out.
Yeah.
Falls blocks. Again, back at this full screen with patience right here.
Little block. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take a bit to try to finish things off, and Dexy giving a taste of Koisy's own medicine right now. Full screen situation. You don't have to worry too much about this opportunity from Sindel. Like, she can absolutely pressure, but the trip guard with the low side will get the victory here, and stopping the momentum of Koisy. Maybe slowing things down might be the answer, but this is Koisy's opportunity to change things up a little bit if we want in terms of cameos. Like we said, the Motaro pick was definitely on the table for Koisy. I don't think we see that, though, in this matchup in particular.
I feel like the reason why Koisy's playing super patient is because of the fact that those Sareena blades, Mileena can still hit confirm from even a full screen or mid to full screen one.
Absolutely.
Mileena, Sindel, Sareena.
Lock back in, same cameos.
Any advice for the future Empress?
Dignity, Mileena. Always dignity.
And maybe a cough drop or two, talking like that all the time. Like you.
Okay, going into this next match, Koisy still on the chance to clean out this grand finals, but dexydawg's gonna be able to jump in with that ball in the air. That has been such a good usage of ball in air ball, I swear.
Yeah, Dexy's been using that a lot to snipe out some of the zoning pressure from opponents throughout this bracket here, but a big combo, almost 40% from Koisy, and another scream. Here we go. Doesn't have meter to try to burn it out, so we're not going to quite get that 40% like we did last time, but that 280 is looking nice. Oh my goodness. What a turnaround. You're locked down in this corner. Lush Shaker, the overhead, and you got to guess one more time here, and it's just going to be a chip out anyways. Try to get the flawless, I believe, in that scenario, but regardless, Koisy smothering it out. Does shut down the Mileena or Sareena assist. So that'll be big. A very long time where Dexy doesn't have a confirm off of a lot of her long range or their long range setups.
Koisy was trying to duck and crouch block, but Dexy challenged at those last second frames, and now it's Dexy who's in control of the corner, captures Koisy with the mid, and is gonna get a empty jump to try to go for the forward grab, and now that should be just the 4 points actually left of health.
Yeah.
And I agree with Koisy, just play it safe. Don't use any breakers, don't use any meters. It's time to go into the final round very full on resources.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see what we got going on here. We're gonna go for the full zoning startup. We've seen this start for Koisy time and time again, so we can start chipping things away. Let Sareena run down.
And here goes the Clean Wow hat as well. The air ball again!
Yes. Calling out these fireball situations in an early break from Koisy. About even in terms of health right now, but the resource is definitely in favor for Dexy. The back four allows for Koisy to make that approach. The 4-1 does get the scream restand. The first significant combo going to Koisy here, which immediately gets broken.
The Clean Wow hat.
Yes.
We
Oh
got
my
the
God.
pickup, and we also got the cameo, so this is going to do a lot more damage thanks to the multiplier.
Oh no, but dropped it. Did not get to finish the deal. At least you have, you know, a strong life lead. You can try to zone, but the double pizzas from Sareena will get the anti-air and opened up 4-1, gave the opportunity, and as long as Koisy doesn't drop it, they will succeed. 3-1 over dexydawg in tonight's TNS Mortal Kombat bracket.